And that is working. Episode 13 already. 13.
Wow.
Is that lucky or unlucky? I'm not sure.
Well, it's probably going to be unlucky for me with 13 more injuries, but we'll just truck along.
Well, I was just looking at it, like, we're basically at the midway point of the season. Well, you and I are. We've played 18 games. Everyone else has played 17. But we're at the midway point of the season. And you're in second. Exactly where you want to be.
In second, yep. And we only have 2 games. Well, I only have 2 games in the month of June, which I find pretty interesting.
The entire month?
Yeah. Only 2 games.
Well, hopefully some of your injuries will recover during that span then?
Hopefully.
I mean, I've only got 2 minor injuries at the moment.
Let's see, how many do I have? Oh, I only have 2 injuries at the moment, too. So
they are starting to recover.
3 injuries, yeah. Yeah.
That's an improvement over where it was when you had you had a half a dozen at any given time, constantly in and out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. I think the most you had all at once was 8, which is a lot.
It is, yeah. But we managed through it, so
right.
Now we just have to keep moving forward.
So a lot of players' contracts are expiring, and I'm not keeping any of them. I think. Oh wait. Right back is contract expiring? I'm not going to let that expire. Why am I not paying better attention to these?
28 games. I doubt we're going to be able... Oh, we might be able to sign you.
$650 a week. This is probably... significant great time. This much. Okay, it's fair. Guys, no sir. Right, that'll get my right back signed for 5 more seasons.
You'll only need him for not 5, maybe 3 or 3 at most.
My right back?
Yeah.
Why do I only need him for that? Because I'm going to be
you'll
signing.
You'll find a better one. Yeah.
Well, then he can be a backup, can't he?
That's true.
I mean, he's a good player. He's done really, really well. I feel like he deserves that contract. He went from $650 a week to $1,000 a week, and for a starting player, that seems reasonable to me. Although not very long ago, I couldn't even begin to fathom paying anybody $1,000 a week. Now it's not so bad.
True.
But the main problem I'm having at the moment is trying to find those new players, like you say, that next tier of players. I'm looking at them in my scouting reports, and the problem is that they want as much as 10 times more than I'm allowed to offer. Like my top paid player is $3,800 a week, and that's a lot. My next highest is $2,600 a week. Now I was using that $2,600 a week benchmark as okay. So if I fill my team full of guys making about $2,600 a week, I can afford it as long as I don't have hardly any backups. But hopefully my money will go up more. But here's the thing: is the players that would improve who I already have want $26,000 a week.
Holy shit!
Or more. So yeah, it's like I don't know how to get players to upgrade who I have. And I understand that what it's going to take is that I'm going to need to find some guys playing in lower-ish leagues that have been overlooked by League One and Championship caliber teams. Because that's what I'm looking for essentially, is Championship caliber players. But if they're good enough to play in English Championship, then they often do. And once they get there, they're not going to be making $2,600 a week. I'm looking at these players, and they're making like this guy here. He wants to leave Arsenal's under 23s so he can get some playing time in a professional league. But he's making $30,000 a week.
There's no way you're going to be able to get be able to do that.
And that's just it. Hardly anybody can. That's just it. Like only a championship team is going to be able to grab him and give him playing time and pay him what he wants. So, it's one of those. Oh, Royster 95 has rated us with 2 viewers. Hello.
Hello.
Have you been under? Let's find out. See if I can remember how to do this. Royster.
I feel like you say that every week.
I know. Well, that's because I forget how to do a shout out. Oh, see, it didn't work. How do you do shout outs on here? It's not usually my job to do it. It's this way. No, I don't know how to do shout outs. But hi! How are you? I thought it was exclamation point SO or SO exclamation point. It's not, apparently. It's supposed to tell me when I do the shout out what he was playing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. However, I do literally continuously forget how to do it.
1, 3, 2.
I'll Google search it. Oh, it is exclamation point SO. Guess maybe my bot is just not doing it right.
Maybe he went home for the night.
My bot? Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn bot.
So you're leaving on a free transfer.
What bot am I using for that? Oh, it's not even there. That's why it's not working.
Alright, let's do this.
This is the one that I was using. Aha. There it is there. My bot not connected. Stream anymore. At least I'll be able to discover this. So if nothing else, you've inspired me to fix something that I didn't realize was broken. Hooray!
Do you deserve more games in the first? No, in fact, you deserve to be cut. How much is it going to cost to release you? $140,000? Yikes.
Bot is already a moderator on this channel. Yeah, I know. Hey, thanks for the follow, Royster. Why don't you tell me what you were playing? So, that way you can update. I'm sure you were playing Football Manager. I have a feeling you were playing Football Manager the whole time. And I only have this Nightbot, just to do shoutouts. It doesn't even do anything else. I have a feeling that this whole thing probably messed up, and I did my name change. Yes, it is. That's exactly what happened.
Who are you doing an FM save with?
Jacob.
Yeah, I'm asking him a question. Since you're too busy trying to figure out that shout-out bot.
I'm sorry. Shouldn't take this long.
Oh, do you see Canada won today? They're still top of the group.
That's amazing. They did beat USA?
Well, they beat USA 2-0, but that was on Sunday.
Oh, see, that's how far behind I am. Who did they win today? Or beat today?
El Salvador?
So I mean, that's it. They're going to make the Olympics.
The Olympics?
Yep. The Olympics, the World Cup, dude. Come on, I'm messing around with you constantly.
Listen, you're making me nervous here.
Okay, so I said if they beat the USA on Sunday, they're definitely going to the World Cup because I thought that was the only real hurdle left. So if you're telling me that they won again today, that's it. They're going. It's monumental.
Yes, their last 3 games are Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Panama. They just need a point. to make it into the World Cup.
That's incredible. Oh,
And
okay.
yeah,
Well,
they're still top of the group.
now I'm kind of excited about this. It's just that is fantastic news.
USA won today, and Mexico is currently tying Panama 0-0. So hopefully Panama can come out with a win, which would put Mexico in fourth, which would put them in the Intercontinental Playoff against New Zealand as of right now. But Costa Rica could also knock them out in the next window. So yeah, it could be. It's all to play for in March.
Wow.
Yeah, and Canada's undefeated in the group.
Well, that's even more impressive. But I mean, I said if they beat USA, I think that they're going to definitely make it. So that's good that they did that and won again today.
So congrats to them. I'm very proud of them. And the USA got the important win today as well. So puts us in a favorable position.
Yeah.
To qualify as well.
There's the other Jacob, Jacob Good. That means you're Jacob Bad. Is that what
that means? Not Jacob Bad, but hello, Jacob Good.
Canada are a bunch of S houses. What's that? It's a bunch of S houses. What's S houses? I don't know what that means. Shithousery?
They're like the nicest people I know.
Shithousery. What does shithousery mean? Never even heard this term. In football. Oh, Canada is shithouses in football. I still don't understand the term. I'm sorry.
Can you put the house in front of the goal? That'll stop a lot of shots.
It would, wouldn't it?
You have to kick it right through the windows, I guess.
Dirty tricks. Oh, Canada uses dirty tricks, I guess. I don't know. Dirty fouls. Oh.
Are you just talking about Sunday's game, or are you talking about in general?
I haven't watched the games myself, so yeah, I wonder too. I mean, I'll have to take your word for it because I haven't watched it. But yes, my Nightbot definitely got messed up because of my name change. So I need to be able to add.
Oh, he's only half joking.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would believe it if you told. I'd believe you if you said that Canada's playing dirty because I haven't watched the games. Maybe they are. Sometimes a team will play a little bit more rough, if you will, to make up for a lack of skill. And I mean, there's no question that they don't have the most skilled team. They're trying to have the most determined team and things like that. And sometimes determination could definitely go a whole different direction. You know what I mean?
I have 29 players on my team, and 13 of them just came to me and said, "We're unhappy about the lack of squad depth." Excuse me? What?
Maybe it has something to do with all those injuries. I don't know, man. Like I said, there's been some really questionable things popping up regarding team management in this game. Like I have so many players that are unhappy, even though they've played most of my games.
Yeah. I'm only doing things like a team right now. That means me.
Yeah, no, exactly. If they're in first and undefeated, they're doing something right. And if that something is playing kind of rough, then I don't know. I don't want to be a homer, but yay, my team's doing well. We never win anything in football. I mean, we have superhuman hockey players, but we don't do shit in football. So this is nice. I want to know how to add another channel to this. It only has the old one. I haven't been able to figure that one out. If I log out. Log in with Twitch.
I'd argue that Mexico and the other Central American teams play more dirty anyways.
Oh, I bet I fixed it. Yeah, you think so?
It's it's they play to get under your feathers, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like they'll do the cheeky you know the cheeky tackle that's like on the edge of like you know going too much or whatever, or they'll try and get under your skin, and they do it with great effectiveness, I must say.
This is Team Canada we're talking about here.
No, Mexico and the other Latin American countries.
Oh, okay. All right, so now I'm going to try this. Royster! Bam. I am successful. I am the smartest man alive. Okay. That's. I don't actually think that. That's just a quote from what was it? That movie, Castaway, when Tom Hanks builds fire. I have made fire. I am the smartest man alive. It was funny. Have you seen Castaway?
Me?
Yeah.
You're asking me? I don't watch movies so much.
Okay. Just a possibility you had seen it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well,
sorry to burst your bubble.
That's
again.
okay. I'm just making a silly reference to a sillier movie because that's something I do from time. All right. So Zatanna gets to play.
What's your playing time?
If I remember correctly. Oh, got some tired players. I should have been paying more attention to the game. I would have rested these guys. That's what I get for messing around.
But you probably don't have a game after this for another 2 weeks or so.
You are right. So I guess I should just not worry about them being slightly tired, hey?
Nah, just run them to the ground.
All right, I'm going to do that.
And it's not like you're like 25 points ahead of second place.
Oh, I don't think about that.
No, you don't. I don't know why you don't.
Approach one game at a time. That's how you avoid a monumental collapse, is to just approach one game at a time.
I wonder what you're referring to.
I don't want to have it. Oh, no, I wasn't referring to anything. Actually, the first thought in my head was when Liverpool blew the Premier League, those years back to Chelsea with the Gerrard slip.
Oh, you mean when... Yeah.
So
I remember that.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh.
That team, I mean, everybody talks about it. They lacked focus.
They'll be talking about that team for decades.
Yep. The shoulda, coulda, woulda won the Premier League with Gerrard in. Because, I mean, we ended up winning the Premier League, but not with Gerrard. I wish Steven Gerrard got to win one championship, one title. That would have been incredible for him to get one Premier League before leaving. Just like every Brendan Rodgers team, apparently. I mean, at least he won the Champions League, so that was something. But that was with Rafa. Hilarious! So Benitez got fired, eh? You knew that?
Me?
Yeah.
I heard something about it.
I was surprised that Everton even hired him to begin with.
True.
Yeah. All the fans didn't want it.
I don't even know what place they're in right now.
They're 1 point ahead of the bottom three. Oof. So they're 1 point safe from relegation. Just could not defend. Oh, man. We had Carragher and Skirtle. That was sick. Yeah, I guess the defending was probably one of the worst points. Rafa was a Liverpool plant. I said it too. I'm like, he's going to bottom that team out because he's a Liverpool man all the way.
That's some petty shit right there that I'm 100% for.
Yeah, but in the end, he didn't get the job long enough to get them relegated. So you forgot about Skirtle? That's who their defense was most of the time was Carragher and Skirtle.
I would not want to go up against that man. Just feels like he tear the living shits out of you.
Which one? Carragher or Skirtle?
Skirtle.
Yeah,
Skirtle.
Martin Skirtle. Yeah, he was a big hulking dude. That's who the defense was. The one we blew the title that year was those two were primarily the center backs. So. Oh, I remember that team well. Oh. Said most people are never going to forget it. I among them. Why am I not winning this game?
Because Shelby, I don't know. Good question. You have a plus 76 goal differential. You should walk over everyone.
Right, and we just won huge. Although maybe, like you said, your whole thing was to try to make my guys too complacent.
True.
Seems to be working. Oh, there, we finally got a goal. Can praise them in time waste. What an incredible thing you've done.
Is that a penalty? Well, I don't even see anything.
No, I think Skirtle's check.
I
don't think he's Estonian.
No, he's not Estonian.
No.
I think you might be right with Czech.
I'm pretty sure he's Czech.
Let's look.
Martin Skirtle is the thing for Czech Republic. Estonian defender. Let's see, left back was John Arnorisa.
Slovak.
Ah, was really close, but not close enough. Clavin. Oh, Ragnar Clavin wasn't there back then. Clavin's more recent. Clavin was only around for like 2 seasons and was quite old.
So did you know that the CONCACAF Champions League is going to be switching format in 2023?
Tell me more.
So as it is right now, you have 4 teams from the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You have 4 teams from Mexico, right? You have 1 team from Canada.
Yeah, just the one, which pisses me off. Okay.
Well, they get 2 spots technically, but 1 guaranteed.
Okay.
The other 7 spots come from what's called the CONCACAF League, which is like the Europa League equivalent, right? So basically, it's 16 teams in a knockout. 16 to 8 to 4 to 2 to 1.
Yeah.
However, it's gonna switch formats and go from a fall to spring schedule, right? So it's gonna be like in track with the European Champions League.
Oh, okay.
And there's gonna be about 40 teams in it each year.
Oh my God, that's gonna saturate that.
Yeah, there's gonna be 8 from the United States, 8 from Mexico. There's 16 right there. And it's going to be regionalized. It's so like...
Wait, how many spots does Canada have? I'm dying.
I don't know offhand. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
I mean, I was hoping you were at least going to tell me they increased the number of spots for Canada.
Oh, they had to have. They had to have.
I mean, I would think.
So essentially what it is it's divided into 3 zones now, right? There's a group stage and a knockout stage, right? So there's a North American zone, there is a Central American zone, and there's a Caribbean zone, right?
Sure.
The North American zone has 4 groups of 5 for 20 teams.
Right.
The top 2 in each group make it to the knockout stages. You with me so far?
Yes, I am.
Okay. The Central American zone has 3 groups of 5. Right? Same deal. Top 2 make it to the knockout stage.
Okay, so they're just trying to give more teams a chance to get in, but okay.
Exactly.
And they are, in fact, putting more teams into it. Okay. Well,
yes.
I mean, this doesn't sound all bad.
No, it doesn't.
But it's typical North American fashion. They're like, let's make this as convoluted a process as possible.
Exactly. And then in the Caribbean zone, there's 2 groups of 5. The group winners make it to the next round.
By the way, I'm really sorry about the clean sheet.
No worries.
I mean, but you know what happened, right?
Oh, you just joined.
I joined the game and they scored. Is that actually a thing?
I don't know.
I'm really starting to wonder right now if that's legitimately a thing. That's four. Wait, that is what, one, two. Yeah, that's 4 consecutive times I've joined his game, and as I join it, the opposition scores.
It is what it is. I'm glad I was up 3-0 at the time.
Me too. That's why I wasn't afraid to join. And I saw there was only at the 54th minute, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, my game's been done for ages. Although you probably took your time at halftime because you were busy chit-chatting.
Well, yeah, I was trying to talk and make sure I said the right team talk at the same time.
Oh,
multitasking is not my strong suit.
Yes, he does not walk and chew bubblegum at the same time.
But yeah, so it's just a very, like you said, it's a very convoluted. Are they going to score again?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, that is a convoluted process. It is, yes.
Yeah, but that's not all, because there's still 4 spots available. So the teams in the North American zone that don't make it, plus like the next 4 teams
play each other for those. Okay.
Yeah, it's like another play-in round. It's so
if you don't make it, you can still make it.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man. All right, cool.
And it's another reason why I'm glad I continued with my Houston save.
Mm-hmm.
Because had I not known that, I probably would have stopped. Because I'm cakewalking the league right now.
Yes.
I won the US Cup. I won the Champions League once already. And that's just like, what else is there to do? So now I get to try and win it with this new format, which makes me excited.
What else is there to do? Become the winningest North American manager of all time?
Oh, that's going to take me at least... Well, not at least, but that would take me a long time. Because there's been there are some managers in MLS and Liga MX that have managed for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's what the leaderboard is for, right? The Hall of Fame.
That's true. That's true.
So I say your save's not done until you're at the top of that Hall of Fame. For North America, I mean. I'm not saying you got to pass Alex Ferguson, but that's a goal too.
Oh, I can't do that in North America. It would take me a century.
Mm-hmm.
Of constantly winning.
Yeah, they don't give you enough points for that, do they?
No, not at all.
So that was a nice big win for you. Start picking up that goal differential again.
After that 10-1 loss.
We're not going to talk about that.
Love it. I love it.
31 straight wins.
Like I said, I'm glad I got it over last week, as opposed to it being the first game tonight. All right, what kind of training should we do, since we don't have a game for it?
I absolutely have. He asked me this question. I mean, this is how we know he wasn't around for our game last year. Ever had an enormous transfer budget and have no idea what to do with it? Yep.
Yeah.
So last season, we did an English one. I was Stevenage and he was Morecambe. And we got up to the heights of the Premier League and Champions League and everything else with these teams. And I got to the point where I had like $1 billion in transfer every season. $2 billion. $2 billion the one season. And absolutely nowhere that I could improve my team. I mean, I would buy a few prospect players, just to keep the system constantly cycling, but those guys don't cost $2 billion. So yeah, no, I always had more money than I could ever possibly use.
So the last season of the game, you went and decided to get who again?
Mbappe.
Yeah.
And Haaland.
Yeah.
So yeah, the very last season before we wrapped that game up, I bought both Mbappe and Haaland for Stevenage. I felt dirty.
Because we were like, we're not going to be playing it again. The cycle's almost over. Let's have some fun. Because we kind of
crazy, yeah.
We kind of achieved everything we set out to achieve.
Yep. I mean, how high do we want to get Ireland? What is the actual goal?
Oh, I would like to get the league up into at least the top 10.
Nice. All right.
But that will take
A long
obviously
time.
that will take time. Yeah.
I don't know. Doing it once a week may not. We may not make it.
I think the biggest thing is getting that second Champions League spot.
Mhm.
Then we can really fly up the table.
I think you're right.
Um,
Our first big obstacle is to get that first Champions League spot.
yeah. And I think we have to be 17th in the association rankings in order to do that.
Okay, that's a long way up, but it's a goal.
But don't forget, if you and I can go deep into Europe, that can change very quickly.
Oh, I had Bellingham as well. that one I was telling you about last season. Stevenage, yeah. So I relate to. He says he bought Bellingham and another world-class midfielder, and still has 150 million left. I'm like, dude, I had 2 billion.
Yeah, you get. I'm
Billion.
pretty sure you get an overflow error with the game's finances.
I mean, not literally, but it's yeah. I mean, I was surprised that the game didn't blow up with the amount of revenue I was making. I was like, this shouldn't even be feasible.
Yeah, I wish I had that kind of money.
You don't know what to do. Do nothing. Do absolutely nothing. Just ignore it. But he says you have to use your money. Good. I'm glad you're having fun. That's all that really matters. Elfie Lewis. Lewis is leaving. I put him. Yes, I listed him as for sale. So how much are you paying me? Okay, cool. See ya, Alfie Lewis. It was nice having you here. Oh, of course, there's not much else you can do. Just let it go. Don't spend it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having some excess wage or a transfer budget. Everyone seems to always think they have to spend every last penny of it, and you don't. McConville retires. Oh man, of course he did. Something he. Yeah, get those facilities all the way to the top. That's for sure.
See, Liverpool, they should be at the top already, no?
Facilities? No, they're not quite. There's a couple that can still be topped up a little bit when you start with them.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they don't have all of the best facilities at the beginning. It's not 20s down the board. I was just about to do something and forgot.
Excuse me. I have a 60% win percentage in the save, and I feel like I don't. I feel like that number is too high.
You win a lot. You just don't beat me. Beat everybody else a lot.
I just don't beat you. You're absolutely right.
Look at your goal differential.
What was it, +6? Something like that?
4. Because you
+4?
because you just won by 4 just now.
Oh, well.
You were even going into that game. In second place.
I was trying to help your players out, score a couple of goals.
Oh my god. Okay, from this point forward, you got to buckle down and try to win at least.
Okay. If you say so.
I would like it. I don't want to have 10-1 wins. I don't want to do that.
It's not like I'm going to ever catch up to you.
It's not the point.
So what's the difference? I'm going to finish in second.
Try to win anyway. You just never know.
Fine.
Crazy things can happen. Plus, I don't like winning 10-1.
Why not?
I don't like beating anybody by that much.
Oh man.
Okay, that's not true. If I played Manchester United and won 10-1, I'd be elated. Aside from them and maybe Everton, I don't ever want to win 10-1.
I was in the post-match press conference. How do you feel about that 10-1 victory? I wasn't happy. We did too well. It needs to be a game next time. I was falling asleep.
No, dude, that's not at all how I think about it. It's God damn it.
Hey, I can.
There's
set
no right way to
terms
talk
for
about
things.
this. Eat my lifesaver
No, there isn't.
gummies. All right, so starting to sell off some of my excess parts. Forrester's leaving. I just sold Alfie Lewis. Yep, so a lot of my extra players are finally starting to roll out the door. Which is good, because I got a lot of extra players. I kind of want to schedule some friendlies right now, but
I'm too afraid to do that because I think I'll get some injuries.
that's one of my things. One of the things I'm thinking. Ah, oh man, come on.
Oh, that's the third place playoff.
Got it. They're going to call back Parsimine. I don't want them to do that. Why did I ever load him back in? Just because I could? Right, that's why. I got too many players.
You want an improved club, an improved contract. Let's see if I can. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
He probably wants an improved club, too.
Probably right. I don't blame him.
John Henry? You feel like you had to insist a little too much? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think there's such a thing as insisting too much to get your way. When I want facilities, I want facilities. I go all out. I go every single argument short of telling them that I'll quit my job if they don't do it. That's the one button you never click. Ever. Even Jacob isn't crazy enough to use that one.
To use what?
The threaten to quit your job button when you're trying to insist on something with your board. That's a good way to lose your job.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I can get you to sign.
Don't want to end up like Jack.
Oh, shut up.
What?
I'm over that.
I just.
I know you. I know.
I was just reading what was said on the screen. I didn't say it. He did. I was just reading it.
Oh, I read John, not Jack. Oh, yeah, who wouldn't want to end up like Jack? Yeah, that's never gonna go away for him, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want you to sign with this team. See if I can offer you on a trial instead. Alright.
I shouldn't have offered to play him more. I don't think I can actually do it. I think I'm going to have to end his loan. Oh, the fans are so mad that I let Forrester go. It's like, yeah, it's kind of a club icon. I know.
Oh well. They'll be okay.
Who won the streamer showdown? I know nothing about this.
Kevin? Did Kevin win it?
I don't know. I don't even know about it.
I think it was Kevin in his first time that won it.
Hmm.
Don't hold me to that.
I don't know.
Let's see if I can look that up really quick.
Streamer showdown?
Yeah, basically, a bunch of people that play FM go on a tournament.
How do they decide who to invite for that?
I have no idea.
Partners only, I would imagine. They wouldn't invite me. They don't want to lose that bad.
Yeah,
the follow.
Kevin ended up winning. He does non-league to legend saves, if I remember correctly.
Those are fun.
The only caveat is that like the team he plays with has to actually be close to where he lives.
Oh yeah.
Because like he does this thing to where like depending on what his wages are, he'll try and find like a house to live in and things like that.
Oh,
and there's a couple of other rules.
It really gets into it.
Yeah. And like he won't manage a team that he's managed in a previous FM, which a lot of
I'm gonna run out of teams
like
eventually.
that. Oh,
my screen is small. What? I am St. Pat's, and my friend Jacob is Dundalk. We are attempting to raise Ireland's profile. Well, that's been fun. Screen is small. I wonder why my screen is small for some people. Never understood that one. Wish I could do something about it. He has a big YouTube page. Non-League to Legend is not the only thing he does. Oh, right on.
well, that's one of the first things he did. For at least the one thing that I remember.
I did not do my staff meeting. I was paying attention.
What else does he do?
That's how he starts a new F. Cool. Home was a big one last year.
Hmm.
And it's he's famous because he does a lot of role playing. That's his shtick, or? Yes, that's because I have a 3440 monitor. So I had to make it slightly smaller for people who have, well, not widescreen monitors. I thought that I'd done a decent job of it, though. The majority of the people that stop by are able to read it, but some can't and most can. So I'm wondering about the ones who can't. What I can do to make it better. So I have a small monitor as my second monitor here. I look upon it. It seems quite good. Oh, I missed what was said there. Home last year was a full development save. Had to be homegrown players.
That's interesting.
Ah, that is interesting. You're old, so it doesn't help. I mean, I kind of relate to that. Harrison to consider options at the end of his contract. Okay, you do that, bud.
We're not gonna miss you.
No, not really. He's not somebody I'm keeping, so you can go ahead and explore all of his options, all 5 of them. 2 of which being my club and retirement. Hall make Roberts offer. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take you off my short list because A, you're a winger, and B, I forgot I had you on it.
Do you do temperature in Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Celsius.
Okay.
Only the U.S. and one other obscure country use Fahrenheit.
I know that, but I didn't know if you were able to do the conversion yourself.
I
Native
can.
To see.
I can. Do recall that I spent 8 years married to an American.
True. So today's USA versus who was it? USA versus Honduras game was in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Yep.
It had a wind chill of minus 22 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That is very, very, very cold. Yes.
Yeah. Some of the analysts were like, USSF should have done something about it. They shouldn't have played in Minnesota.
Okay.
They could have played elsewhere.
So minus 22 wind chill where I live that's a chilly day.
A chilly day. Jesus.
Yeah, that wouldn't stop me from going.
For 2 hours in windy conditions?
I understand that there's a wind, and the wind chill is minus 22. That's pretty chilly, but I just bundle up. I'd be fine. Minus 22 is not that cold. We had the week before last, our temperatures were getting down to minus 40. That's when I decided to stay inside.
Well, yeah, that's when Mercury freezes.
Yeah, but
you don't want to be outside there.
But even then, I stay inside, as a choice. Sometimes we still go out and we don't go walking, but we'll go from the door to the car and then the car to wherever we're going. Like minus 40. I don't know. I'm in northern Canada, so it's like people say minus 22. I'll be like, yeah, that's pretty cold, I guess. It's like, I understand though, like if people who aren't from here, like I remember like when my ex-wife moved up to Canada and encountered winter for the first time, coming from Pennsylvania. And he's just like, this is ungodly. How do you humans survive up here? Like, I don't know. Used to it.
It's very cold.
I remember dragging my goalie pads through, snow up to my waist to get to the skating rink so I could play hockey at minus 30. I mean, that was the rite of passage in my childhood.
If it's something that you're accustomed to, you can actually, your blood would be thicker.
I mean, I don't know if that's
so
the
it
case.
Retains more heat. Something like that.
Something.
Anything.
Humans adjust. Humans adjust. That's the point of the moral of the story. So you're right about that. Humans do adapt and grow and adjust to temperatures. So minus 22 was like, that's pretty chilly. I don't know if I'd want to play football in that.
All right, back to FM. Yeah. Ireland has moved up 5 places to 29th in the European nation coefficients table.
Okay, so we are moving up.
We are moving up.
All right, moving on up. Nice.
We will now have 2 teams in the second qualifying round in the Conference League.
Oh!
Used to be 0.
Oh!
We still have 1 Champions League spot.
Okay.
Qualification places. So if we have another 2 good successful years in Europe, we could be just, at 20th.
Where were you reading that just now?
I got I got a news email about it.
Ireland rise in European coefficient table. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Second qualifying round, 2 teams. First qualifying round, 1 team. So that just means that 2 teams get to skip around.
Yes.
Because we used to have 3 in the first qualifying. That's great, though. That's such a nice improvement.
Yes. And so another good year, and we'll have 3 teams in the second qualifying round. As opposed to 2.
This is wonderful news. Okay.
Yes.
Go Ireland.
We are moving up.
Yep.
So, we're slow and steady, but we're getting there.
And we marked down what our youth rating was, right?
I didn't. I don't know if you did. I thought it was in the 70s.
I mean, you could always load the editor. That's what we did before. To find out what it is at the start.
Oh, you want to know what it is from the start?
Yeah, because then we can find out if it has gone up. That's the only reason I left the freaking editor open on here. on this save us so that we can actually see if our youth dynamic ratings will improve.
Let's look it up.
So go to Ireland. So edit details, I believe. That's what I need. There's my youth rating right here. He's about to tell us what it is at the beginning. See if this number is larger than that. The reason I left the editor on here, because as you know, show you here. As you can see, it has not been used. But I left the editor open so that we can check and see if our youth rating actually goes up.
How much it goes up if it
does.
If at all.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Nations. What's the name of this? The Republic of Ireland?
Republic of Ireland.
Youth rating starts at 83.
It's still at 83.
Well,
still haven't boosted our youth rating.
I wonder how the national team has been doing.
I don't know. Like I said, we may get to the point where one of us has to take them over as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we want to make this successful. I mean, I'll volunteer, obviously.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
But that you might want to take over another nation, because what are you going to do while I'm doing that?
I don't know. We'll wait and see. So Ireland missed out on the 2022 World Cup.
Okay, well that's not a huge shock.
No,
they're not a World Cup caliber team unless I take them.
The Euros, they are 3-1-0. They drew France 0-0 in Paris.
Oh, well done.
They beat Slovakia 2-0.
Oh,
beat Andorra 7-0, and
those
then
are
beat
some
Denmark.
Those are some good results.
Yeah, beat Denmark 1-0.
Let's take a look at the national team. Who's on it? Kelleher. Surprise there. That's somebody I should probably go after. At some point, if my team's reputation grows large enough, is that I should definitely go after Kelleher, Troy Parrott, definitely. Let's look at some of these players and see. Gavin Bazunu. Yeah, okay. That's also a possibility if I can't get Kelleher.
His surprise is so far in qualifying. No.
No, the only thing that helps with the effects of match load is to just not play them in matches. You just can't play every single match. I mean, you can push them through it. In real life, players play every damn week in some instances anyway.
Recovery greatly reduces the injury risk, reduces the fatigue.
Yeah, but not match load. Match load is
match load.
Match load is just how many games they play in a short period of time. Giving them games off completely is the only way to fix that. All my guys are on light now because we just had such a long break.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting too, because there wasn't really any international competitions really going on or anything.
So who's the manager? Stephen Kenny is the manager currently for the Irish team. He has been there the whole time. So yeah, they've had the same manager throughout. They'll have to get rid of their manager in order for one of us to go for it. Like you said, he's getting good results. So I don't know. Would they get rid of a manager who gets a draw against France in France?
No.
It's hard to imagine, isn't it?
No. If anything, he's coming home to a statue.
Right? Yeah, so I think we may just have to see. Because right now, I think the most important thing is to hope for better results from the team without us having to take it over.
I think it would be more satisfying for them to do it without us taking control.
Yeah, it would. It absolutely would. But I mean, we also need to do it to develop Irish players where we can. That's why I just started shortlisting some of the guys on the national team.
Fair enough.
Because hopefully the reputation will grow enough that I can actually go after. So, because none of my players are currently on the Irish national team, which tells me that their level of competition is a little bit higher. This guy looks good, doesn't he? French. What about this player? Definitely doesn't come originally from Ireland, though, does he? Ah, he's Nigerian. That explains it.
Who is it?
Andrew Omobamidele.
What team?
He plays for Norwich in real life.
And what about in game right now?
He's on Team Ireland.
Okay.
He's on the Irish national team. That's why I'm checking him out. So again, get good at players as I possibly can. Ben Wilmot, I know who he is. He plays for Stoke. Okay. Add a bunch of these good Irish players to my short list. I mean, I don't want the older guys, obviously. I know that's just not great. Let me go and see what's like. How much is he making? Troy Parrott, right? Tottenham. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll find out later.
Yeah.
Still here. Is making $15,750 per week. So there's no way he would join me unless he was making that same amount or more. See, even a player that's like a backup to the backups, we just cannot afford.
Well, just try and make it to the group stages in, consistent years.
Because the last time I looked, the maximum wage I can offer is $4,500 a week.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm hamstrung by that. Champions Cup draw! Bum, bum, bum. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Wait a second. 1, 2.
We play a Latvian team right off the bat.
3.
And now, if we win that, play either a Swedish team or a Hungarian team. Kalmar, vaguely familiar players.
We play a Northern Irish team. Derry City plays a Georgian team.
Yeah.
What about the next one? If we win... Wow.
You know what I would really like is to get our Champions League place up to the point where we don't have to do a play-in to do it. You're in.
Oh yeah, well that's like top 5.
Is it? Yeah, well,
something like that.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
We would play a Swedish team if we move on.
Having made the group stage was like hands shaking excited, but now I'm like, that's a lot of expectation to try to do that again.
I think you can do it.
I mean, I'm going to do what I always do. One game at a time. Just one game at a time. The draw looks good for the first 2 rounds. Like, I'm fairly confident for those. What's going on, Destruction? I'm doing good, man. How you doing? We're rolling along. I'm having a perfect season so far. Cross my fingers and hope that sticks around.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm at 18-0 halfway through. It's just blowing my mind. And then now I just got the Champions League draw, so I'm hoping my little Irish team will repeat last year's success of making it to the Champions League group stage, and then we can get demolished again, and I won't care because money, money, money.
What's your balance at right now?
My balance, my
Yeah.
12 million, almost 13 million.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. 13 million for an Irish team. You're overachieving in the championship. A few points off the Titan Knights. Which team? Wait, you told me before what team you were. I can't ever keep track. I'm really sorry. I got a terrible.
I'll go out on a limb and say QPR.
Is that what it was? Was that
Nope,
instruction?
just a random guess.
Oh, it's
just
a random guess?
Yep.
Lord gave you 2 mil and you almost felt insulted. That's typical championship bullshit. Oh, my youth intake preview looks good. Wrexham! Right, he's Wrexham. That's right. That's right, because we were talking about how that's one of the more popular saves going on, but it's still, no, it's not as easy as everybody thinks it's going to be. They're like, oh, well, Ryan Reynolds. You know, that's all they think of. But it's not like the team is suddenly good or rich.
I think a lot of people, that's all they think about.
Yeah.
Is Ryan Reynolds. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
I mean, yeah, he's a great Canadian. We'll take credit for that. Thank you very much. You're all welcome for Ryan Reynolds. He's a cool guy. I think he's very funny. Somebody make Deadpool 3 before I have to sign 39-year-old Matic to play in the Premier League. Well, I mean, Sandra Bullock, Canadian? I mean, Google's your friend. Here's the thing. If she is, and I'm not going to tell you whether or not she is, we probably don't want to take credit for her. You know what I'm saying? But no, she was born in Virginia, according to Google. So, dodged a bullet there. All right.
She's also German.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I guess Bullock would be a German name. Edge is Canadian. He's a great person. That's cool. Never met him, but I take your word for it. Jim Carrey's Canadian. Let me think. We've got a bunch of
He
good ones.
dated Troy Aikman and Matthew McConaughey.
Wow, really?
And Ryan Gosling. Jesus. What a resume.
Yeah. She's got quite the resume for dating, yeah. That's what we think of as dating resumes. I mean, that's how you know that they're an important person.
That's a list that I want to be on.
Oh, nice. High five. Okay, so I'm about to play the Irish Premier Division against Derry City, and I have a shit ton of players still on international duty.
I'm not signing.
What do I do about that?
Sucks.
What the fuck, dude? All of my goalkeepers are on international duty.
That happened to me too. That happened to me in Europe, so shut up.
Wait, I have an under 19s goalkeeper. I guess I can put it.
That happened to me in Europe, so I don't want to hear an excuse from you.
I played under 19s goalkeeper. They should not allow this. What tournament is happening? Under 21s, under 21s, under 21s. On duty with Uganda. What tournament? African Cup of Nations.
AFCON. It's 2023.
It's AFCON, of course. Okay, and then under 21 tournament. What's that one? That's also happening.
Euro under 21 championship.
Oh, Euro.
I don't even have to look it up. I know this shit. Give me a medal.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. You're getting good at remembering all of the tournaments really well.
It's because I'm starting to like international soccer more than club soccer.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
No, I understand. I can totally understand that. The death of all clubs. Well, I don't know if it's the death of all my club. I've only got one person at AFCON. The rest of them are at the under 21 bullshit. So, I mean, it's not just AFCON's death of clubs. It's having young players is the death of clubs sometimes. Oh, and of course my freaking under 19s are all tired, right? Because they just played.
Your under 19 goalkeeper should not be tired.
He's not. Everybody else is though. So like I'm trying to find substitutes to put on my bench, and everybody's like, "But I am late tired." All right, then take a nap then. But then fires the missiles. That's a very. I think anybody. I need an attacking player. But they're all tired. Do. Here's where I was like, I have too many players, but now I'm like, I don't have enough players. Okay, no, I'm good. I'm okay. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm just complaining because it's something I do really well. Second place after 34 games. Nice, man. That's great. Have any like super awesome signings that you made there? Not that I'm looking for suggestions. I can't afford anybody you're paying right now. We were just talking about how like everybody in the championship, once they can make that kind of money, doesn't go to Ireland. That's the next rung of players for me. It's like championship caliber players if I want to move up a rung. And I mean, lots of them are interested in playing for me, but I can't pay them what they want.
Nowhere near what they want.
No, they want like 10 times more than my upper limit, and some of them. It's crazy what championship players are being paid now. Like, you can load up FM10, and just look at all the wages of the Premier League players, and then load up now and look at the championship wages, and you're like, the hell? People are making in the championship now what they were making in the Premier League just 10 years ago.
That's money for you.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts. That's inflation for you.
Yep.
Economics, anyone? All right, so let's see how my under 19 goalkeeper does.
First shot on target, he lets in, which will be in like late in the second half.
Championships in the top 5 spending leagues. Yeah, I noticed that. Like, they're really moving up there, aren't they? Like, they definitely pay more in the championship than a lot of professional leagues.
Do you think there's anything to do with the parachute payments from the Premier League?
He allowed his first shot on goal. Only 3 minutes in.
Oh, well, half of it was right.
My undefeated season is in peril right now. I'm missing way too many players here. Premier League parachute payments. Yeah, no, this is what's propping them up, certainly. That's because it would be ridiculous to expect a team to go from the Championship to the Premier League and actually have a chance of staying up there unless they had some funding. So I understand why they do it.
Went off the bar. 1-0.
What's the difference between mobile and PC? Oh man, so many things. The mobile game is just it's a mobile
streamlined.
Game. It's streamlined is a nice way to put it. FM Touch was streamlined. FM Mobile is stripped bare. FM Mobile barely has a game engine. It's like the game engine is down to like 15 factor. The regular game engine is like thousands and thousands and thousands of factors. They're not comparable games. It's not the same game at all. Football Manager Mobile and Football Manager PC is like, I wanted to say it's like comparing checkers to chess, but even not that. That's still too close. How can I make an analogy that will actually...
Checkers to Chinese checkers?
No, I was going to be like X's and O's to maybe Chinese checkers. I don't know. It's hard to quantify. It's almost unquantifiable. Come on, guys, score, please. Oh, good. Okay. I don't want to ruin my perfect season. I would like the win, but at least we're not going to lose as of now. Knock on wood. Okay. We only have 2 shots on goal as of this minute.
Wow.
Yeah, that won't make me happy.
Nope, not at all. I assume you're in the second half.
Oh, yeah. Almost at 60 minutes here. Trying to decide what I want to do to get back into this game. Because I'm not thrilled at how it's going so far. They're outplaying us a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, our XG is at 2, so we should be... I shouldn't say they're outplaying us. I'm just being down on my team. There we go. It's a good substitution. Look at that. I put him in, he scores. It's like
There you go.
he did exactly what I hoped he would do. That's just good managing right there. I'm taking all the credit for that. I put him in, he scored. That was my doing, not his. I love how managers take so much credit for wins and stuff. I'm like, dude, the players did most of that work, right?
So take a look. There's a big drop off between 5th place and 6th place right now
in our
in
division.
the league. Yeah, it's
Yes, there is
12 points.
31 down to 19. Yep. So the top 5 is just the top 5.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm going to put Rory out there. Rory.
Oh, that was a bad goal to let in, but I'll take it.
Go play Rory. Okay, now they're pushing. They're pushing, and I don't want to see them get a shot on goal. Because my goalkeeper he's a sieve. I mean, every time my defense passes to him, I get nervous. Like, don't botch it, man. Like, why am I still playing him as a sweeper keeper? Am I insane? Yes.
You can say that again.
I shouldn't have put him in as a sweeper keeper, but that's my tactic. So he has to play the tactic that I have. I don't think he even has the potential to develop into a decent keeper. So I don't know, though. I haven't really looked much at him. All I know is that he's really far from first-team quality, but here he is, making his debut. Okay, good. We're up 2 goals. Let's waste time, slow down the tempo. That should be that. Praise them once more so that they're happy.
And there's a 20-point gap between you and second. Jeez.
That's horrendous.
Yeah.
I don't, like I said, I've never had too many experiences or seasons quite like this one.
So you should start focusing on getting better in Europe.
Your sweeper keepers on support and defend are useless, really. My sweeper keeper's on defend, and he does okay. Sorry to hear you're having a poor experience with it, though. I guess it depends on what you want them to do, right? Like, my sweeper keeper on defend, what that means to me and what it does in the game, it means that he is an option for my defenders to pass to more frequently. When it's more like Liverpool, right? You could consider Alisson a defensive sweeper keeper, right? He's not aggressive, but he is a passing option as an outlet to create plays. It's an excellent win. That's what I'm going to tell them. They always end up in no man's land. Then you have a keeper that is... I don't know what would make him do that.
Positioning
and eccentricity.
Probably.
Isn't eccentricity part of that?
No, that's just being able to do the unthinkable.
That's right. So...
positioning is your defensive positioning. Off the ball is your offensive.
I'm trying to think of what would make a keeper just go like all over the place if you play them as a sweeper keeper. It's my normal keeper that I've been teaching, Jaros. He's getting lots better. He's actually a very reliable sweeper keeper. He doesn't really have a weak attribute in the position. I mean, he did when I first got him, but geez, he's developing nicely. This is his 4th season with us. Oh no, 2nd season, right? Bought him in between. Wow. I actually haven't looked at him in a while. Look at that. He's got at least a 10 in every attribute that matters for sweeper keeper. That's crazy. Wow. Majestic Jazzy Panda. I like your name. I'm doing good. How are you? Majestic Jazzy Panda. That's a good name.
Fantastic name.
Play Alisson on attack, and he ends up in no man's land. I wish they wouldn't do that. I don't know. I guess sometimes it happens. Like, I can't say that it's never happened. I have had Jaros go out of his box and then kick the ball directly to the opponent, and then they score into the empty net. And I'm just like, dude, the fuck? But that's the risk of playing with a sweeper keeper, is that sometimes they're gonna do boneheaded shit. You hope that the payoffs are enough that they create enough chances the other way.
With defend duty, the sweeper keeper will play a lot more cautious, but will still play counterattacking balls when they are on.
Yep.
With the support duty, the sweeper keeper will stray just outside the penalty box and look to play counterattacking passes.
That's right.
And
then on attack, they seek the ball out on attack.
Yeah.
Yep. I find it works really well. So, Road to Glory with Salford City. Fun. How far into it are you?
Hold on.
You don't like them not coming out. I don't want my keeper to come out of the box. See, that's just it. As reliable as Jaros is, the reason I keep him on defend is because I had him on support for a short amount of time, and it was disastrous. So I feel like if I had a better quality keeper, like a Premier League quality keeper, and I mean English Premier League, not Irish Premier League, obviously, then then I could trust him more to stray. But when I had Jaros doing that, he gave away some really bad passes. So I can't let him do that. It does depend on the keeper, yeah. Like, look at him, he's solid. He's at least a 10 in every attribute that matters for a sweeper keeper. But the issue is, it's still not that great overall. You have to be good with their feet. Oh, no question. I agree. I do. His passing's up to 10. I think he started as a 7 or 6, or maybe a 6 or a 7 when I first got him. So that's incredible. It's gone up 3 points. That's awesome, though. Really stoked on that. Need to have some quickness training because something tells me they're about to complain about that. Let's go look. Not yet. Soon. Dervin is he's concerned because he's like, you're not playing me. I was like, it's because you're not good. Have you considered being a better player? No. You know what's funny is I got so many extra players just to make sure I could rotate this season, and I've hardly rotated. What am I doing? Just that whole like expectation to try to go undefeated is probably. I should just lose a game and then I can rotate and not give a damn anymore.
Well, you'll have some interesting questions to make once the European campaign starts.
Oh, right, because I was playing like freaking 3 games a week.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So.
Luckily, I should have the league title wrapped up by then. Pretty much. Oh, shit. That's the only thing that's the big positive of having this huge lead is by the time the other competitions roll around.
Let's think about this. You're up by 20 points right now, right?
Yeah.
That's just shy of 7 games.
Yeah.
So look at your schedule, count back 7 games, and see how far away from you would be. How far away you'd be from the European games. So
but if I keep winning, that could grow. I need to win at least 2 more. Funny, mathematically, if everybody keeps winning from this point forward, I can clinch the division against you.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Because I counted back 7 games. 8 games back would be against you. Plus, we got the League Cup semifinal in there as a warm-up, so. So if you go undefeated from this point forward, and I continue on this trajectory, then yeah, we're heading for our last league game being the one that decides the division.
Gotta love it. Yeah. All right, gotta love it.
That's if neither of us drops any points in between.
Oh, look, an injury. Oh, wait, but you're leaving anyway, so I don't care.
It's an unimportant. Oh, Shamrock passed you again.
Just by 1 point. I'm not worried.
I know. I'm not either.
Who's this guy?
I think I play them.
He's a goalkeeper, too?
Oh, no, I only play them once more. Oh, no, twice. Twice more. Okay, I play Shamrock twice more, so. It's crazy. I've already played you 3 times.
We've also played in the cup once.
Just once.
Yeah.
And the President's Cup.
So we'll play each other 6 times? No. Fine.
No, 5. 2 cups,
5.
3 division games.
I was close.
And then then we got 2 more coming up. We do have an excess amount of games against each other, so we should develop a natural rivalry at least. Even if we are trying to technically help one another by boosting our entire league, we head to head we're definitely creating a rivalry. With the sheer amount of times they draw us against each other.
Yeah.
I see rivals.
Club info.
Club info. Shamrock Rovers is my local derby.
Alright, let's see if we can do this.
Apparently, other rivals, Shelburne and Bohemians. Okay. You're not on there yet, but I'm sure you will.
Soon.
Once
initially agreed playing time for a transfer. When does your contract end? Holy, oh well. Looks like I won't be able to get you. Oh. Can't get you. Can't get you. Just had you. You're loan listed. You haven't played a single game, and you've been with them for how long? A whole season? Were you injured?
I wonder who these players are that you're talking to. Do they answer?
I wish they did.
And so do I. I'd love to know what they're saying.
Shrewsbury are reluctant to allow the player to leave on loan due to first-team commitments. You haven't played a game for them this year. Let's see if I can get the whole I can't think right now.
Okay.
Pay all of his wages. That's what I'm looking for.
I can't help you. I can't read your mind. I wish I could, that I could help, but no. Mind reading, that would be a hell of a superpower.
There are so many good players my scouts are recommending.
Well, that's good, isn't it? They want you to improve, and hopefully that will happen.
It is good. We gotta catch up to you.
That would be great.
Let's see. Right. Nope, can't get anybody else.
Speaking of, I should look at my contracts as well. That's what I should have been doing. Just trying to decide who I need to be giving pay raises to in order to keep them.
While you do that, I'm going to move into my living room.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take a moment to do it now then. Nobody's leaving at the end of this season except for a loan player, which is bad enough. So you're leaving. I'm going to need a right back. Yes, it does. I feel like I should probably try to address that sooner rather than later. I have the money. Just haven't been using it because I'm reluctant. Okay, so should recommend some right backs here. I find myself only really going after guys that have like an A rating. I don't know why that is. Nothing else is all that exciting. See, like even this guy's like B would be a quality signing, and I'm just like, meh, didn't even look. My main issue here in trying to sign better players is that I can't afford their wages most of the time. Like, look at this. It's got some interest. He's affordable transfer wise, but then the wages are just, I can't pay that if I wanted to be interested in that player.
All right, I am back.
That you are. There was no right backs there. Let's see if I can find any right backs. Yeah. Back. And you've requested to leave. But you're making 9,200 a week in the Italian Serie A. So I imagine you're going to want some kind of similar wage to play for me. I can't ask his agent. Why not have an agent? Yes, that must be the case. You're making 12,000 a week. 3,900 a week. That's getting closer to something I could afford. You have a good determination. Ask
Interesting.
agent.
You cannot make a contract offer for this person. He has already evaluated the contract offers made to him and is finalizing terms elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't want more to consider, apparently.
Yeah, disappointed.
That is disappointing because you could probably bid higher than those teams, and his loss really 3.3 and 4.4K per week. Blah blah blah. All right, so I cannot get this guy. Don't put him on the short list. I have it set to automatically do that, but this guy is listed. What is he listed for? 500K. Okay. He's not terrible. This would come down to how much wages he wants. 4.3 and 6.25. Get the hell out of here with that. Been paying like backup players. They want like more than my highest paid player. Okay.
Oh, the season's over. That's why. Okay.
Okay, you're not making much money. Agent. 2.9 million. No, I don't have that. Plus, he wants 3.9 to 5.5K. Why? You're not even making anywhere near that right now. It's because you can ask for it. How have I managed to find players to this point in this game? It's mind-boggling. I mean, I guess I'm getting them all on free transfers mostly. I haven't purchased a player because I think I've only purchased one or two, and then they were playing in like obscure leagues. That's why they weren't being paid. But there aren't a lot of those players around. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
You have a 4 determination, which means you will never play for me. Okay. At the very least, search do I have? Down. Let's see, can I add indication? But I can. Contract. General age is at most. Let's just go with this. That's probably not going to leave a lot. Yeah. Tell me more about you. Seem good, and I could have you for free. That's the best price possible.
What are you transfer listed for?
Okay, so I need you to agree to make less money than that, like this much less. I'm willing to boost your sign-on fee to make up for it.
It's usually a good bet.
And then grease up the agent a little bit. Greasier. There we go. Okay, what do you think of this contract? No. Okay, well, I want an optional extension then. Hooray! Okay, I may have gotten myself a right back, and he's already a wing back. So hooray! Perfect. Just acknowledged one area of my team where I think I need the most help. Backup is leaving. But again, I re-signed my starter, remember? And I said, well, the worst thing that'll happen is he will be a good backup. So that's exactly what I'm looking to do, is turn my starter into my backup. Okay, who else is leaving? Sims. So that leaves this position open.
I have to have him transfer, right?
But I have too many strikers, so I'm really contemplating just letting Tubby get minutes there. Actually, why aren't I doing that now? Shadow Striker attack. Let's just go ahead and start training him there now.
Oh, I got him.
You did! Yay!
Yeah.
I don't know who him is.
The guy that's who I thought was not going to sign with me, who was considering other offers.
Hooray. I guess he did listen to your contract after all. So that means Josh Sims needs to go. I'm going to try to sell him now before his contract expires. See if anybody will pay me anything for him so I don't lose him for nothing. Because we're in transfer territory with other leagues, right?
Yeah.
So now's the time. Oh,
You have a game.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was just like thinking to myself, can we do that later? But no, I didn't say nothing.
Sorry.
Whatever. The squad building's improved a lot. I mean, it's not great still, but yeah, the AI could still use a lot of work on squad building. That's really true.
I wish that they got better at managing their players' fitness throughout the season.
True.
Because I find a lot of times when I play my offline save, it's just none of the players are fully fit.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not as bad as it was like years ago when top teams would just sign up absolutely every big name player, even if they parked them on the bench. It has improved a lot from that.
Okay.
3 seasons in and Man City can barely stay in the top 7. Well, that's not with Haaland up front. I mean, that's a whole different. Yeah, that's not the kind of squad building I thought you were referring to. Issues it has. A shitty manager could ruin any good team.
Yeah, I wish managers were more flexible with their formations in this game.
But even City, you've noticed during some of the injuries they've had over the past few years, they're 1 or 2 players away from being a mediocre team at times.
Yeah, they can be.
It's Klopp at City. Doesn't matter. The style doesn't fit them. Maybe they're having injury problems. Who knows with these things? But the fact of the matter is, City is they're considered a very stacked team, but the style that they play is very dependent on a few players. Like a few years back, his defensive midfielder, playing, what was it? Fernandinho was his defensive midfielder that did most of the playmaking, more like a regista, I guess. Mm-hmm. But he was injured for 3 months, and that's where they dropped a ton of their points because they didn't have him, so they really badly needed somebody to back him up. That's when they signed Rodri. Yeah, and then they signed up a backup for him because he was irreplaceable. Yeah, like one or two players can go astray, go injured, or just have bad games, and then the whole thing falls apart. Which is not to say that City necessarily should be a team fighting for 7th place in Football Manager, but I'm just saying it's not out of the realm of possibility. And they still do depend on him, exactly. He's not getting any younger. That's what I mean. Like, what is City actually going to do in the future? They still don't have an actual striker on that team. That's not true. They got Jesus. They only got one actual striker on that team. How do they go season after season with the budget they have and never pick up a second striker? Total football? Yeah. It's a very he's got a very strict discipline system that requires specific players to execute it. My God, I was up 2-0, and then Bohemians just scored 2 goals. Bam, bam. He does care about recognized strikers. He's been asking for one, and they just scored again.
Wow.
Who are these guys? Oh, that one was disallowed, but these guys are just avalanching me with shots right now. Oh, it's my goalkeeper because I still have to play my under 19s goalkeeper. That cup, man, that cup. I wonder if I had the chance to withdraw my player from it. I don't think so. I think I might have held Jaros back from it, not let him play in it. The rest of my team's okay. I have lots of depth. I have 2 goalkeepers, but they're both in that stupid cup. I don't want to sign some 30-year-old goalkeeper, so maybe I should have before this game. Grealish was a huge wrong buy for City. Yeah, they bought him just for the sake of it. But again, they need local. Yeah. Is this a penalty? It should be a penalty, right? It is. Yeah, but they needed homegrown players. So that's part of why they grabbed him. They're going to try to teach him to play a different system than he's played before. I don't know how that's going to work out. I thought the same thing, though. Like, given the system they play, I'm like, why would they buy Jack Grealish? Get it. Because they could. And because homegrown players. Okay, there. We're back in the lead, at least. Some normality is being restored here. But Moore is just a shit keeper. Oh, yeah, they don't have very many players at all. Actually, City has it worse than Liverpool with homegrown players. At least, Liverpool has some good ones like Gomez and Alexander-Arnold, Milner. I think City, they don't have very many homegrown players at all. Thank God for my corners. That's one thing I can say safely. So we're back to 5-2. As long as the other team isn't shooting on my goal, we're doing all right. Although, to be fair, and I shouldn't be so critical, my young goalkeeper has made 6 stops.
Only 6?
Yeah, he let in 2.
Huh.
Only. It's not bad. Eccleston. Let's refresh both sides of the. Hopefully we can hold on to this one. Got a 3-goal lead at this point. I'm feeling like that's safe unless the other team gets like 3 shots. It's one of
I
those
don't
few
think that'll
moments.
happen.
It's one of those few moments where I worry about the other team actually coming back 3 goals because I basically don't have anybody in the net at all. Oh, they scored. There's one. 5-3. And I can't tell my team to focus or anything because they'll get mad.
I usually berate them when they let up a goal.
Yeah,
It
but
does the trick for me.
but they get mad when I do it, so I don't know what to say there. Oh, good. We got that one right back, and there's only a minute left in the game. It's 6-3. We should have this one, but what a barn burner. 6-3. These aren't the kinds of games I'm used to.
No, not at all.
I just win. Oh, the Leinster Senior Cup. I just won a cup. Ha ha! Hey! Hey, good job winning a cup. We've cupped. What kind of football is this? What kind of football is what? What I was just playing? I think it's called a bunch of my important players are away on tournaments, so I had to play a bunch of backups or 19s. Yeah, right. It's terrible. 6-3. Who wants it? It's basically the NFL at that point.
Oh,
Okay, it's not quite that extreme, but it's a lot of goals, and I don't.
yeah. As we figured out, you don't like scoring 10 goals.
I don't know what it is. It just feels wrong.
Eh.
I want to stay here if I can. Is it possible to work something out? Sure. You're disappointed that I agreed with. What? What? I gave him what he wanted, and he's disappointed. I could. All right. So can we work something out? I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm disappointed with how you handled this. What the hell, man? Let's see. Too many goals. Take it. It's boring. Can't have it. Too many highlights to watch. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is. I can't quite put my finger on why I do not like. Let's go. Oh, somebody else signed my right back. Sons of bitches. Do you know how much work I put into finding somebody that would actually accept a reasonable contract?
Who was it?
This the right back?
Yeah. Where did he go?
Cernicola, and he's signing for Cittadella.
Oh, in Italy.
Italian Serie B.
Which means I think they got promoted.
It's still sad that this team is bigger than we are. I'm going to look. I don't think they did get. I think that second division Italy is still higher up than we are.
Oh, absolutely.
That makes me so sad. Fifth, and wait. Oh no, yeah, they did. They got promoted. You're right. They got promoted. You're absolutely correct.
This goes to show how many teams I know and where they are. That's crazy. I don't want to use a ball-playing defender. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can increase his.
Right, back to the drawing board, trying to find a right back. To determination. Why? You look so good in every other way. I'm not bitter. Yes, I am.
As a center, do we use ball-playing defenders as a center back? We don't, but we can.
Always use ball playing defenders? I do, yeah.
No, well, right now my tactics don't, but I'm going to be getting somebody in on loan, and Arsenal wants me to use use them as a ball-playing defender.
Well, you should. They're better.
Hmm.
rotation option with my current. Depends on how much they want. I'm not paying 1.1 million for them. That's for damn sure. Want to make 1.7k to sit on my bench? No, I've got. I guess I got a couple players that are making that much sitting on the bench. But only those two are allowed to do it. I don't want to stretch my wage budget that thin. I might be getting a little bit too tight with my purse strings at times, but I'm really worried about blowing up my wage budget. It's a legitimate concern, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desperate to make this lone move happen, and is willing to do whatever it takes.
Who's that?
Moan Lewis on Arsenal under 23s.
Urged the club into irreparable debt? No, I'm trying to do the opposite of that.
At least not yet.
Well, yeah. You know what? I'm going to go look at Macedonia. I don't know why. I just have the soft spot for it after I played with them last season. They have plays. Okay, they only have one right back. Wow. Playing wingers as defenders, they've got so few. um 17. Contracted to Man City. That would be you're on my short list. You're on Manchester City. Probably good. If you're on the first team for Northern Macedonia. Got for specs. What are you all about? It's really hard to tell by looking at a player like this. He's sort of all over the place, but I've got to assume he's not.
Do you not have an agent? Oh man, this is dangerous.
Contracted to Red Star. That's great.
I don't even want to. I don't want to try it anymore. Hogan.
Okay, so is no interest in joining us whatsoever. Let's test that, shall we? I don't have a transfer budget that big, guys.
Let's see, how many are we getting in? We are getting in 6 players.
What a really interesting young midfielder. Who, and this makes me laugh because he's a new gen, but he's Northern Macedonian because I decided to check Macedonians because I played as him, and he plays for Red Star, and I'm like, way to go, because that's who I was playing as when I did that. It's like doing Red Star and North Macedonia at the same time. It's like it's weird and iconic to see a player like that on a team like that.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'll be back.
Does that happen?
I'll be back in just a couple of minutes, guys. I just got to run. For
Add.
Doing it.
Okay.
And I'm back. Apologies for that. The second season. I have no idea what happened. Instance. Sounds crazy. Oh, a bunch of people are coming back from their loans. Well, that's actually not a good thing. I don't want them back. Wow, Jacob Montes is really a hot target for a lot of teams right now, and I do not want to sell him. Sorry, guys, not for sale. Start getting upset that I won't sell him. A lot of MLS teams coming after him, which is not a surprise.
After who?
Jacob Montes, my midfielder.
Oh, okay.
He's American. My main setup guy. He has 2 goals and 23 assists.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, 23 assists.
Mm-hmm. That's why I brought him in. I'm not eager to get rid of him.
Fair.
Finding a replacement for him would be really difficult right now.
Did I just get an achievement? Oh, I did. Shrewd spender.
Nice. That's not an achievement I ever thought you would get.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Hence why you were surprised when you got it, I bet. Eh? It's like, what is this achievement? I've never heard of it. Spend, shrewd.
Ooh, a job interview.
This is not Jacob's way.
Yeah, I usually spend it all.
Oh, yeah. What's the shrewd spender achievement? Exactly. Oh, no. Oh, you're actually being serious. It's when you gain 90% board confidence for controlling the club's wage bill. So it's that whole don't spend every dime they give you, try to control your finances thing. I know. It's a weird concept for a lot of people playing Football Manager.
Yeah, I'm still $800,000 in debt. So we got a fullback. Max Johnson. And now we got a striker, Mackenzie Kirk.
Let's see what this guy's all about. Termination's not that bad. So 500K to sign him, but he wants a wage between 4.6 and 6. I feel like this guy may, gotta go here, back. This is all of my transfer budget that's left, but he may very well be worth investment. Options, you say? Shouldn't have made an offer on that other guy. This guy's a little bit better, even. a little bit more flair. I do use an attacking wingback, but it's got some bigger numbers in other places. We do like bigger numbers. It's okay. Stick for now. The original guy, I'm going to stick you on my short list just for a month. The other guy doesn't pan out. Really? Shavangdaman. Never would have thought I'd see this name pop up. That pace, though. That pace. Opinion on Liverpool owners not tying up Salah's contract at arguably his peak. He wants like a lot of money and a lot of term, and arguably his peak is an interesting way to put it. He's 30. He's not going to get a lot better. I mean, what are you going to give him a 4-year contract? Do you think he's going to be playing this well in 3 or 4 years from now? Hard to say. I don't like his defense, this guy. But attacking wise, well, they just bought his replacement, didn't they?
Salah's replacement?
Yeah, Liverpool just bought his replacement.
Who was it? Sorry, I'm watching the highlights of the USA game here.
He won't take a 3-year contract. You think it's Mane's replacement? That's also likely, but that's hard to say for sure. He won't take a 3-year contract. Salah, I'm pretty sure they won't take less than 4. Is just what people say. We don't know what's going on, do we? Diaz is left-sided? Okay, then maybe it's Mane's replacement. That's good to know. We're appealing options elsewhere. That is me. I don't want to make so many promises. Yeah, they need to replace Firmino if they get rid of Salah. That's definite. Okay. So, wow. Yeah, I mean, this guy's not even going to consider my contract. Boom, done. Okay, so that's over. I can't offer these guys what they want. So I put, what the hell just happened? I put 575. Basically have exactly an offer for him. I wouldn't be surprised if they do sell him in the summer. At this moment, there's a lot of really difficult decisions to be made. Let's put it that way. It's easy to say, just give him whatever he wants and sign him to a long-term contract, but what's too much money to let walk out the door for free? What they could sell him for? I mean, potentially. I don't know how many teams are really going to want to pony up a lot of money for a guy that they could have for free in another year, right? And it's not like Liverpool paid a lot of money to get him. I think they paid Roma, 35 million for him only? They've gotten a good return off him. I don't see any of those teams paying big money for a guy that they can have for free. So this guy's going to want 2, I bet. This is going to be cheating. See this going. Well, I don't know. Yeah, they may sell them, but I don't see them getting a lot for him. See, this is a right. Let's give him an assist bonus. Let's give him drives. Okay, he's negotiating something. Yeah, there. All right, I might get this guy. 180 million on inconsistent Pogba and error-prone Maguire. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Manchester United spends money just for the sake of spending money, right? And they only bought Maguire because Van Dijk went to Liverpool. That was their answer, and their answer. So who am I get? God damn it! All my players are still away. When do they come back? I really got to pay better attention to this. Everybody but Onen will be game against Shamrock next week, and will still be away. Backup keeper is still away too. Like that's what gets me. It's both my keepers. Wow, man, my under 19s keeper. I never thought I'd end up using him this much, or at all. All right, Neil Moore. Congratulations on all these games you're playing.
Do you know the assistant GM of the Canucks is a female?
Yes.
I didn't know. I don't think I knew that.
They didn't get big media waves, which is good.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be making a big deal out of stuff like that. It should just be, good job, most qualified person got the job. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see here. This is the players I can put in this game. Should probably rotate you. I don't want to play Josh Sims anymore. You are getting tired. Does that mean you're actually getting happy with the amount of games I'm playing you? No, you're still alienated. Whatever, dude.
Can't please them all.
I can't please any of them. Do they though? Do they have to spend a lot of money to get somebody to score his goals? Like they only paid 35 for him. It's kind of Liverpool's way though, is to get decently inexpensive players that they can develop into Salah types or Mane types for that matter. You don't have to spend huge to get a good player. When they bought him, it's not like everybody said, "Oh wow, they just bought a guy who's about to score X amount of goals," and then he did. Just have to be shrewd again, if possible. I mean, it's not like you're going to sign Salah every day for 35 million. That type of player. They really didn't develop him, didn't they? Was he scoring that much before they bought him? Wasn't scoring that much. He wasn't challenging for Golden Boot in Roma. Yeah, he was scoring goals, but he definitely took a huge leap up in development after joining Liverpool. No, we're not counting Chelsea, obviously. They didn't really use him at all. But he took a huge leap forward after joining Liverpool. So that's them developing him. Yeah, Chelsea didn't know what they had. They didn't even use him.
Huh.
All right, 2-0. That's good. We got a good.
Offsides. Nope, it's penalty points.
Well, I don't know who they're going to get to fill the void he would leave, but potentially it's somebody we don't even know about yet.
Wow, Hoban missed a penalty.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't do that very often?
I don't know. I don't get many penalties, to be honest.
That explains that. You don't work the ball into the box, then, eh?
No, I don't.
Why? I don't know who Liverpool's going to sign to replace Salah. It's going to come one day or another, so we'll find out. I'm just not going to worry between now and then, because I'm going to trust my management to figure it out. Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. Definitely. I definitely get what you're saying. Be disappointing to have no viable replacement, but it's to be seen. I'm not worried about relying on one player either way. You know, like it doesn't have to be one like for like Mohamed Salah type player. They just got to start spreading out their scoring, maybe, or having multiple sources of goals. It is great to have a game breaker, though. Most successful teams can say they have one or two game breaking players. I'm sure he would be a big miss, but it's possible they could still have success without him. But hard to say. Like they're on a great run right now without Salah and Mane. That's probably giving them some confidence. I'm as curious as anybody to find out what they'll do and what will happen. Hey, Max Melbourne scored, and it wasn't against you. My left back, he's got 3 goals now. The other 2 were against you in different games. I don't need to worry about left back. That I know. I'm not even considering another left back right now. You need a new Mane Bobby Salah? Yeah, they do. They really do. And I mean, they already have a new. They have at least one of those players, already. Right? So Jota is definitely going to take one of those spots. He can score. That's not an issue. Yep, Jota and Luiz are definitely a big, big, big start towards that. I think. So I'm at.
Are you sure I finished that?
Firmino is an interesting conversation that everybody likes to have, and he's not all about scoring goals, though. He's he draws defenders away. When they do give him a ton of room, he scores. But I mean, like most strikers, quote unquote, he is covered, and so what he does is he draws defenders away. Watching enough games that I've seen him in, and I've watched tons and tons and tons of Liverpool games, he does things other than score that contribute to the team succeeding. He's not supposed to be the guy scoring a bunch. Right, he links them up, and he also draws defenders away. I mean, when they first started that trio and they were becoming a big deal, Firmino did such a great job of drawing defenders. That's why Salah ended up scoring as many goals as he did, because he had so much more space, because everybody was trying to watch Firmino. Then they realized, oh crap, we're going to cover Salah. And then Firmino started scoring a little bit. And then they started covering just those 2. And then Mane started scoring. Now you realize, oh crap, we have to try to cover all 3. And that's really, really hard to do. Hence why they have so much success. I think Mane has disrupted the dynamics. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's possible that he has somehow put himself in a position to be a little alienated from the team. Definitely seems to want more money as well. Money changes everything. Sports, obviously. That was the best game I've seen from my under-19s keeper yet. He only let in
Good.
1. Yeah,
It's improvement.
it is. Who knows what's going on with this team? I don't. Oh, good. Neither of us got the clean sheet on this one. Disappointed because they did score at the end. I'm like, man, there was my sheet. Say anything.
Are we close in the clean sheet race?
Jaros is still leading it. He's still
By a lot, right?
still three ahead of the Shamrock Rovers keeper. So Jaros still has the most clean sheets, and he's missed 3 games already. So, but my perfect season is still alive. Had a couple of really big scares. So this time, Jaros will be back for the Shamrock Rovers game. Onen is the only one. So I need Tabi to
My game is finished.
And you also won.
Yes, sir. 3-1.
So now I'll smash Shamrock for you, even though you've passed them. Bigger lead on them.
They actually lost the last game.
Yeah, so I said even though you've already passed them. Yeah, you've already passed them. 33 wins in a row. Pah!
I'd love to get there one day.
Wow. Damn.
All right. So one more game, then it's Europe.
Troy Parrott would not be interested in joining. Yeah, I didn't finish reading that. Troy, this is funny. Oh, I can't read it now. Crap.
I can't play you in a Mazzala. You want $7,000 a week?
I wanted what the agent had to say. It's my fault, though. I shouldn't hit continue before.
Only about $2,000.
Let's do it the old-fashioned way.
$5.5.
Let's declare interest in him. Send scouts to sign to him. Change his mind. Top priority, he might actually consider coming to play for us. Contributions are plus they want him as an advance for, which doesn't hurt my I can totally do. I can't pay his wages.
Okay. Same here for me. There's just so many good players, but they want too much.
Yeah, they want more money than we can even begin to fathom.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be paying $13,000, $16,000 a week. That's what he would take to get him. Wow. Let's look at my options. $1,000 a week. 17. It's a bit more realistic, but still not realm about 48,000 a week. Making 47,000 a week. Oh my god. I don't even begin to understand what I'm going to be able to do to get any of these players to sign for me. Teams are just way too tiny for them.
Well, this will be tough if I can get him. Anybody else really quick? Nope. Hello. I think I just got in and right back. Did. Oh, Mexico ended up beating Panama.
Oh man! Ah, damn you!
I know.
What do you know?
Oh well. Well, looks like Mexico will be getting into the World Cup.
They what? They will?
Well,
I misheard you. Did you say they will or they won't?
Most likely they will.
Yeah, of course they will. Who else was going to make it from that group? Of course, Mexico's going to make
it. Canada, USA, Mexico, and Panama or Costa Rica will go to the playoffs.
No, you know why I said damn it? Because you said Panama, and now the Van Halen song is stuck in my head. uh,
So apparently, the Honduran keeper had to be subbed off at halftime because he was suffering symptoms of hypothermia.
what?
That's I don't have a credible source for that, but I'll see if I can keep looking.
That's crazy.
It's scary. Yeah.
I wonder what would cause that.
Cold weather and not being adjusted to it.
That, yeah. No, if you're not used to cold weather, it definitely is hard. What the hell? My green screen is being weird. The Velcro part of it is catching my shirt. Can't probably see that, but there we go. Let's make a minor repair there. Visible background. Always been fascinated by it. Okay, so Shamrock Rovers. That's who I got to play next. Then I got Champions Cup immediately after that. That's what I'm excited for, is to get through these Champions Cup games and hopefully get back into the competition proper.
Mm-hmm.
Millwall make Melvin Lambert offer. That's never happening. Ever. Chipotle. Starter, you're paying all of his wages. Goodbye. Stoke, an offer for Montez. What happened? Montez wants to discuss future. This is what I was worried about. Here is where I was very concerned. See if my captain can fix it. He's happy to stay. Way to go, captain. I didn't even have to do it myself. Now, what I should do, if I want to hang on to a player like that, is probably extend his contract with a raise. This is where I needed to. This is why I've been so tight with my budget, is because I want to make sure I can hang on to good players I already have.
Mm-hmm.
He's already making $2,000 a week. 3 more seasons. Those are the decisions that are hard for me. So how much more money do I give him? He's already signed for 3 more years. It's not like he can force his way out of the team soon. I need to start reimagining my wage structure as this whole thing goes along, right? I need to be like, okay, what are my top 5 players going to be making, and things like that, right?
Yeah. But you still have a little bit of time for that.
Give Sharos 2,000 a week. So he's kind of the benchmark for what important players on my team should make. Montez is still considered a regular starter, but maybe I need to bump him up to a player. Even then, I can't pay him more than 2,000 a week. That again is the trouble with the wages of our league compared to others, is that other teams have the financial clout to make our players say, but I want to go make more money.
Yeah. But if you continue to make it to the Champions League group stages, that'll change very quickly.
I mean, I hope so. Needs more sponsors is what I need. I need some more sponsor money. That's the big deal there, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that either. There you go.
Hate penalty shootouts. They're over the top. Really? Think so?
Just watch the old MLS shootouts. You'll go back to wanting penalty shootouts as they are now.
13 rounds in. Oh well, they could stand to speed it up a little bit for the sake of it being a game. I mean, I'd go with that, right?
I think one of the streamer showdown matchups went to like round 23 or something like that?
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's 13 rounds in Carabao Cup. You think it's a record? That's 26 shooters, so yeah, it's pretty far.
Well, technically, it's only the players on the pitch. So it's 26 shots, maybe 22 different shooters.
Personal record. See, definitely had longer shootouts than that. Don't like them much, so I'm right there with you, saying they're. But
Let's see if I can get you in on loan. I doubt it, but we'll try.
so, Tez. It's too much to think about. Just gonna let it go for a bit. Giving him this clause. Yeah, they can pay the 14.5 million clause if they really want, right? I'd be thrilled to sell him for 14.5 million. Nobody's going to pay me that much for him. That's the release clause I gave him, because at the time that I offered him that contract, it was a lot of money for him. Now he's turning into a decent player, and other teams are like, oh, that guy's got 24 assists. Did he make the U.S. national team yet? Someone said cup games in FM are set up to tend to go more toward penalties. That's absolutely not in the game engine. Right? Does it really feel like? I mean, what other games would go towards penalties? You know, regular season games don't have penalties. They're actually set up to go more towards penalties. That doesn't make a ton of sense for me. What other matches would be set up to go that way? get that many shootouts. Cup game. Not sure what to say to that one. I can't speak to that. In FM, it's more likely to happen than in real life. Oh, that's interesting. Percentage of cup games end up going to penalties in real life. I have no data to compare that, so I'm not sure. It's made that way on. I don't know about that one. So I can't speak to that. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not. Sounds bogus, but I don't want to say that it is. Because who knows? It wouldn't make a lot of sense if it was in there. These guys aren't even remotely offering close to his release clause or what he's worth. What makes them think I'm going to sell him for so little?
Can I cut you off for a second?
Yep.
In our game, Juventus just hired Brendan Rodgers as a coach.
That's
And
the new manager? Okay.
No, not manager.
Oh, he's just a coach.
Coach.
Oh. Wow.
And for that, Leicester will be paid $28 million in compensation.
For a coach?
Yes.
That's unrealistic. That's good stuff.
Oh, no, he is the head coach. I don't know why it just says coach on the news article.
Oh, okay. So he is becoming the manager. All right. See, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. You call it a head coach. It's manager, but.
So, yes, I know. He's getting paid $220,000 a week. That is crazy.
That is very nuts.
I want that kind of money.
Most people would.
Game's broken. I don't think Rodgers would ever get the Juventus job.
No chance.
They rejected the bid for me.
Offer me so little for my top striker. I'm like, why would I ever consider this? Got to keep going. Simmons on the bench. There we go. That's who's going to play. I've got a lot of people who have no match sharpness because I'm not rotating enough. Wouldn't get within 50 yards of the facilities. That's not true. He could be there managing the opposition team. That could happen. In a Europa Conference game, well, maybe even in a Champions League game. Yeah, but I mean, is it impossible to think that Leicester could be back in the Champions League someday?
Oh, I don't have that kind of money.
He's not a Champions League manager. Argue with you there. In 5 minutes with a good Liverpool team. Yep, that's an accurate statement. He was also in the Champions League with Rangers, was he not? Or Celtic, not Rangers. Sorry, that was Gerrard. I started thinking about Gerrard. But yeah, easy ride at Celtic. Yeah, obviously. Gosh, my players are mad at me. So many players mad at me for not playing them, and I can't blame them. That's the hard part here. Is like not wrong, but I just can't start rotating on a whim. Did Celtic ever make it to the group stage under Rodgers? I don't remember. That's a lot to look up right now. I couldn't find any obvious links or data on that right now, so I don't know. That they may have, they may not. Qualifying rounds don't count. Yeah, no, I wonder if they got to the group stage. I don't know though.
While he was at Liverpool?
No. He was
West?
managing when Rodgers managed Celtic. Did he ever get them into the group stage of the Champions League?
Let's look. Celtic 2016.
See, look up something like that. I'd have to remember he was there. I don't.
Yeah, his first season there, they made it to the group stage. They were in a group with Barcelona, Man City, and Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Oh, so they finished third.
They finished fourth. The next season, his second season in charge, did they go in the group stage? Yes. This time they were in a group with PSG, Bayern Munich, and Anderlecht. They finished third, so they went to the Europa League, where they lost to Zenit St. Petersburg 3-1 on aggregate. And in his final year at Celtic, they made it to the Europa League group stages. Red Bull Salzburg, RB Leipzig, and Rosenborg were the teams in the group. And they made it to the round of 32, where they lost 3-0 to Valencia. So he was in the Champions League twice and the Europa League once. So there's your answer.
Yep. So he gets there sometimes. Good. I'm glad he dropped his lack of football concern. So now I'm going to play Shamrock Rovers. Stabby gets to start this game. Zonet is away. All right, you'll allow it. That's good of you. It's good of you. Rodgers isn't that terrible of a manager, I guess. Playing time. He's suddenly happy. That's good. At least I was able to turn that around. So happy to have my goalkeeper back. You have no idea. All the players I missed, he's the one I missed the most.
Excuse me.
Off we go to our match.
I could probably just went like this. No.
Off we go to play Shamrock. If they have any players I want to poach. I didn't think about that. Best way to find guys who will actually take the pay that this league allows is to buy guys who are already in this league.
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't done that at all.
Poached from the other teams in this league? Nah. I looked at a couple, but then I don't know. Part of me is like, they're going to want way too much money for them, and I kind of don't want to boost them financially. That makes sense? I know. That's strange, but...
At least not yet. Not until you're like a Champions League regular.
Something like that. I don't know. I just hope that we can get some more sponsorship if we, take another run. Because that was the one thing that really surprised me last time getting to the group stage was that we got the Champions League money, but we didn't get any new sponsors. And you'd think that you would.
I wonder if reputation has anything to do with that.
I don't know. I don't think so, because we now have the highest reputation in Ireland. No surprise there. But in terms of sponsorship, I don't remember for sure if Shamrock still had more than us in terms. You know what? I'll have to look after this game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we do have the most sponsorship now. Now that I'm thinking about it, we may very well may. Just not a lot of sponsorship. I expect Champions League teams to have more sponsorship than what I had. That's all. Still seems like peanuts compared to what should be rolling in. Either way, it's probably going to end up like the last time, and I'm going to have to knock off at least one very, very decent team in order to get in. So it'll be tough. I mean, so far the first two rounds are all grayed out players and in countries with not huge teams. So I may have gotten a very friendly draw for the first two rounds.
And don't forget, I think there's 4 altogether.
I think that's what it was. It was 4 rounds, but the first two
are
very doable. So we're doing what we usually do to Shamrock. I don't know why.
Destroying them?
Yeah, I don't know why we have so much good fortune against them. A team that we just match up well against, I guess. I also didn't actually know that this was a derby until I looked it up tonight. It's like, oh, I guess St. Pat's and Shamrock is a derby. So maybe some of the players I have are really into big games, because this would qualify. So maybe that's why we always excel against them. It's
a good point, actually.
Because I do try to get players that are okay with big games at the very least. I try to avoid them if they don't like the big ones, So some players are just too good to turn down regardless. But yeah, no, we're thoroughly thrashing them and outplaying them. Let's here for a sec. Make sure I put in all. Go with just 2 for now.
Come on, guys. You're not hitting the target at all.
just missed that. You having a tough game, are you?
Yeah, we're down 1-0. 10 shots on target. Or 10 shots, sorry, 2 on target.
It's not a good ratio. Oh my god, they just hit the crossbar. Oh, my team is working really hard to get rid of the clean sheet again. Come on, guys, keep the clean sheet. Keep it.
You could have counterattacked.
Should have. Awesome. Kept the clean sheet.
Oh, I don't have distribute quickly on, that's why.
All three of our goals came early in that game. Well, first half. Damn you, Jacob. You're supposed to win every game.
I know.
Shelburne
I do have a slightly rotated squad, though.
Shelburne doesn't deserve points against you. They are one of the top 5 teams, though. I wouldn't have rotated hard against the top 5 team. Got the lower 5 to rotate against.
Well, we have Europe the next game.
Yeah, so do I. And I still didn't rotate. Because Shamrock. Not giving up my perfect season for it. I don't know what I'm going to prioritize harder.
It's got to be getting to the group stage.
It has to be. Realistically, it does, yeah. I don't think I'm going to get a perfect season based on that. It's fine. It's up a good enough. Some good momentum here. So did you salvage a draw?
No.
No. It's unlucky.
In fact, all home teams shut out the away team in this round of fixtures.
Well then. Why the hell not?
And there were 12 goals scored, too.
Yep. Wow, Bohemians really beat the hell out of Drogheda.
Yeah. Alright, on to Europe, gentlemen. Oh, actually, are we home? We're home first. Anyway, we're playing against the Northern Irish team.
I am away first. I don't mind. I'm just admiring that my midfielder is the top scorer of our division. I don't think I've led the scoring lead with the central midfielder in a very long time. Unregistered. When am I supposed to register them? 10th. 2 days before the game is when we register players.
Mm.
That seems dangerous. All right, I got a new right back coming in. That's going to be great for us. He's going to make a lot of money, but I need to start spending a little bit to improve. We're going backwards. Oh, he's here now, is he? Didn't know I was going to get him that fast. All right. Good problem to have. All right, so team 1. Goahane, you have been you in. Oh. I got a new right back.
So, do you know the Washington football team, the NFL? They came up with their new name. They are now the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
I don't think it's that bad of a name.
Nope, it's not that bad at all. I expected something worse. I was getting ready to cringe, and then you said it, and I was just like, eh.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not bad. It's just eh.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. We got this kid. Excuse me. Adjust budget. And he's only 18. Nice.
I also had to click the adjust budget button a moment ago.
Hmm?
I said I also had to hit the adjust button budget a minute ago.
Yes, sir.
You prefer teams with racial slurs for their team name? JK. Uh-huh. Dobson. It's back. Me. I think I have to leave the rest blank because of homegrown. So I have another player I want to. It's homegrown is in with the club. I can register you. I can leave the final spot empty. Look at that, I only had to leave one spot empty.
Nice. I have 7 spots empty.
Oh, Charlie Brown is back. I didn't realize that. I don't have any use for him. He's... Gotta send him right back out on loan. I don't have space for him. How much am I paying him per 1,200 a week? Why did I sign him?
I don't know.
His name's Charlie Brown. Damn it. I thought it was really funny. It's one of the stupider things I've ever done on this.
I could totally see you doing that, though.
I did. I signed him because I laughed at his name and thought it was hilarious. Also, at the time, I only had 2 strikers, and I thought he might become my third. Then I got Barzameen back on loan. And
you've gone from like 7 strikers to 3 to 5 to 2. Pick a damn number and stay with it.
at the time I signed him, I only had 2. And then I got Barzameen back on loan, and I signed Gory, so he ended up 5th. That's why I loaned him out. At the time I signed him, it was 2.
Okay.
Now, however, I have 6.
Adjust another budget. We get another striker. Is he under 19, under 21?
Oh, I didn't register Griffin? Oh, no, I screwed up.
I think you can have 1 replacement in the next round.
Oh, why did I... Yeah, I messed up. I should have registered Griffin. Shit. Did it so quickly. I thought that I had it.
Do you think the Washington Admirals would be better than the Washington Commanders?
Yes. I do.
Huh.
But we're never going to know.
True. Because they apparently wanted to pay tribute to the military that's active in the region.
Sure, why not?
But you have Annapolis, which is like where people go to the Navy to become officers.
All right, so I'm officially broke, and my wage bill has exploded. It's there. I did it. I put my team under financial strain. All to sign a single right back. That's okay. He's a bit of a game changer, so. Which is not to
So
say,
I
guess I was
only
bad.
have 5 on the bench
Oh man.
because 3 are suspended and 1's injured,
Oh,
and then everyone else is unregistered.
wow.
But to be fair, 2 of them came in after our registration period, so they wouldn't be able to play anyway.
I managed to get my new right back in just in time, so I'm pretty thrilled about that. He's going to play today. Yeah, he's even going to show up and play this game. So I've got 3 championship caliber players on my roster now.
That's good. You're getting there.
Yes, yeah. So he's also got the highest value out of anybody on my team that isn't on loan.
And how much? Give or take.
I think it was 0.2 million.
Nice. And is it the lower end of the transfer value?
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, I didn't pay any. What?
Never mind. I'll look myself. After this match is over, hopefully we get a win at home.
I mean, I have Cometio, who's worth 26.5 million, but he's on loan from Liverpool, so his value is based on the fact that he's a Liverpool player.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lambert opens up the scoring 14 minutes in. Yes. All right, good start. Good start to this Champions League run.
Oh, we hit the post 2 minutes in.
They have taken a card, and we have a very good free kick. Come on, Montez. Oh, that was a nice kick. Forced their goalie to make a really nice save. Yeah, but you know why? You know why Montez has as many assists as he does, right? He's my corner taker, and we score a lot of corners. What do you have to do to achieve legend status for a club? Accumulate more manager points than than most of, or any of the other managers that ever managed for them. Each club has, based on their reputation, has a bit of a threshold on managerial points, but it's also players can accumulate their own points. So to become like a legend or icon or what have you, you have to accomplish a specific number of points measured by your successes.
That's hard.
Longevity is a part of it too. It's a very similar scoring system to the leaderboards. All right, there's Ruag doing his thing. He's looking good already. Oh, that was a nice assist. Oh, okay, so my right back. Oh, it was offside. That's too bad. You can't even see it in the editor. No, it's not even. It's hard coded. It's not in the editor. It's not in anything you look at. If it was in the editor, then people could just, edit it and make it so that they could accumulate points even after using the editor, or accumulate more points, or the leaderboards are already farcical enough with the amount of people cheating on. Okay, so good, decent half there. My new right back looks okay, even though he's not in game shape yet. I'm not disappointed in showing. Oh, Montez from way out. There he goes. There's his 3rd goal of the season. And all of them, I'm sure, have been free kicks. Elpelhelm. That one was onside? Must have been. Not looking at it, so. Got a 4-0 lead already.
It's still, it's 1-0 them. We also have a red card too, so.
Oh, that really, really hurts it. Yeah, that makes it tough. Substitutions in Champions League. Look again after these ones. When I say it's 5, but only 3 stoppages, that sounds right. That almost went in. What happened? Oh, I got a penalty. Oh, I see. Okay. Guess Gory's taking it. Yay, he scored it. $5-0 is a good time to time waste. So, oh yeah, no, it's just 3 substitutions at this point in the tournament. It's a shame. I was hoping it would be 5. Is it maybe 5 in to get further in?
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Which cup are you in?
Oh, come on, so close.
It's not the
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm trying to
Euro Cup 2.
trying to find your game. So it should be
Let's
this
go,
one.
Hogan.
Fixtures and results. No,
It's Euro Cup.
sorry, latest scores. Here we go. This is the one I wanted. It's because I went to the wrong page there. Here it is. 78 minutes. Jumping in.
Oh, if they score right now, I'm going to kill you.
I mean, understood. Still says it's 1-0 for them. Oh, Hoban's goal didn't count. Let's see.
What?
It says.
Oh, because you joined.
It's
And
not
they
mine.
fucking scored.
They didn't score
I'm-
while I was joining.
No, they took away my goal, and then they scored right afterwards. I swear, it's something about you.
I guess it might. What would cause such a thing? I don't even know.
He wasn't even offsides.
They called back Oban's goal. That was I noticed that before I even joined the match that it was marked out.
But it would say it on the score sheet if it was called off for offsides, right?
It's there. I saw it. It says Hoban, and there's a red ball beside his name, meaning his goal didn't count.
It's not shown on mine. Oh well. We just have to win.
Well, you got 1 goal back, so that's something.
Yeah.
Grab another. Wow, did you ever outplay them? They don't deserve this game.
Nope.
It's only because you got a red card. It would have been that would have been nice to at least leave there with a draw. After that debacle.
Yeah.
Look at that freaking XG you have too. Theirs isn't even 1.
Oh, here we. Oh, it's too far.
These long balls are good though. Just bombing them.
What else are we gonna do when you're a man down, 2 men down? No, just one.
I don't think that's a straight red. That looked like a warning.
No.
That was a warning. Okay. I mean, it was a foul, but it wasn't a card, so
Yeah.
not the best first game ever.
Gotta win the next one away from home.
Yep. Well, I mean, having a full team will help.
Yeah.
Greg impresses in his debut. Yes, he did. That assertion. I was impressed with his debut. My brand new Swiss right back. He had a really nice assist, and it was a shame it was offside because he absolutely fooled the defender that was marking him. He went to turn outside, and just as the defender ran right, he turned inside and passed it. And it was like, that was a really good move. You don't often see fancy moves in Football Manager, so I enjoyed that. Good.
Yeah, I just have to re-register.
No worries. I'm gonna grab a drink. I
Go ahead.
ran out of drink. Gonna end up having to go to the washroom soon at this rate too. You let me know when you need a few minutes
Okay.
to do any make that run. Surprisingly, getting quite the collection of English players on my. Wasn't even trying to do that.
Ooh, gotta do my training.
Luton step up, chase for Melvin Lambert, and then make an offer for Onen. And has a minimum release clause of 12 million, so you guys can go ahead and pay that. I'm not dumb. I locked up my players with good release clauses. Want them? You're going to pay those release clauses. All right, so Sligo Rovers. Then back to the Champions League game. Then Longford Town away. So I've got some decently easy league games surrounding this at the moment. How
Excuse me.
split this up? Starting. Get a start. Let's see. Is my backup team. More sharpness, I think. Same rules for. Tree or sold. So I should do it this way. For sale as well.
Yes.
It's actually team 2. Good. Good. Yeah. Go in with my complete backup team. That I'm not overplaying. My perfect season comes crashing down. Now is the time for it to happen. It's going to happen. It would be now. This is a completely different starting group of players. I have to start rotating. Because Champions League is Champions League. Champions League is money. Surprise, they're coming right at us and they're winning.
Wow.
Yeah. Come on, Rueg, make something happen. It's not like I have bad players playing this game. Maybe shouldn't be getting up played this bad. Tabby, you just missed, bud. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my team thinking this team should be somewhat competitive in the league. Chances now, so that's good. Easy team talk. You all suck. Basically, is what I said to them. Okay. Sure if the answer to is going to be.
Plus 85 goal differential you have. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is entirely too crazy. Wow. Yeah, I just looked down. I'm like, okay, that's a thing. Looks like we might lose this game. I made a few substitutions, but I'm not sure that'll be enough to turn this whole thing around. Oh, man. Save we just made. They're working hard for it. Ah, there's a tying goal. Okay, so may at least get a draw, maybe? Maybe. 10 shots on target. We better finally get a goal. Of course, my defensive midfielder had to do it from way back. We've taken a draw, so the perfect season is over.
But you're still undefeated.
But the undefeated season is still on.
Exactly. Uh-oh. Oh.
It has to be a thing.
Did you just join?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it does.
What do you mean this is not sleeping? I didn't say I was sleeping tonight. I said tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I have to go to bed early. Not tonight. Tomorrow night. You didn't read my message, did you? It has to be a thing. Jacob, seriously. What are the chances that that's 5 consecutive times I've joined and they instantly scored?
I don't know.
I gotta look this up. This may actually be worth reporting. How I would look it up.
Just send a nice DM to Miles and ask him about it.
Oh,
What a goal.
yes. That's not the person I want to talk to about it. He'd be like, report it. Actually, maybe if I was just to tell him about a bug, he'd probably just block. That's not his job.
It's entirely possible.
Not his job.
No, I mean, it's entirely possible that he'll block you.
Yeah, that's because tell him about bugs. I know how to post them and report. But it's just this seems like it has to legitimately be a thing. That's 5. No, that's 6 actually. Six games. I've jumped into your game, and the moment I did, the opposition scored.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be a thing.
You would think so.
Trigger that, and why only the opposition? Why can't it make you score?
That's awesome. That's another good question.
Yeah, right? Why does it have to be the team you're playing against? Maybe his team has an inferiority complex.
What?
It's insanity. Oh my god. Why? Why? Stupidity.
How is nobody there? This is a. Oh. Oh. Alright, 4-2 victory looks like. There we go.
Oh, somebody wants to buy Sims? Sure, yeah, you can have them. Failed to win for the first time. So crazy. 35 games without losing now. It now says 35 games without losing instead of wins. It's just, but 34 wins in a row. That's an amazing run.
Yeah, it is.
See how long we can keep the undefeated streak alive.
I think you still got a little whiles yet.
Slip in. Our in Canada, they fired the Conservative Party of Canada fired their leader, and they named a new interim leader today. And I was like, I had to do a double take because they named Candice Bergen their leader. I'm like, Candice Bergen. Why do I know that name? And I was like, oh fuck, there's an actress named Candice Bergen. It's obviously not the same one because the actress is American, but it just kind of caught me off guard.
Oh yeah, that's very interesting.
Like, Candice Bergen is a really famous actress. So apparently, same name and all, and it's probably not the person. It's gonna be common, but that just got me. Why do I know that name? So yeah, there you go. She has a famous name. Still, though, how strange that the Conservative Party named a lady as their leader.
I guess that's interesting.
She could be the next prime minister.
You never know.
I mean, the Conservatives, which I desperately hope they don't.
You doubt. Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I don't doubt anything. I just desperately hope they don't. Because the reason they fired their current leader is because he's not hard right enough. The whole party wants to go like way hard right. That's scary, and that's scary. So
absolutely.
I'm not for hard right or hard left. Either of those things are not so great.
You want to be right in the middle.
Well, ideally, somewhere along those lines, yes. If you have to lean one way or the other, I prefer left. But I mean, moderates are good. I do prefer moderates overall. They just make the most sense to me. But who knows what's going to be. And then our wonderful Conservative leader here in my province issued a statement today that he's going to lift all safety measures and just do away with passports and mask regulations and everything. Because our Conservative province is just sick of it. People are tired of safety measures, so we're just going to do away with it.
Now, if you abided by them in the first place, you probably wouldn't be in the predicament that we're in.
Our leader has been really dumb about it. Our premier, he puts them in place after everything gets bad. Even though the health authorities tell him, "Hey, put some measures in place," and you'd be like, maybe later. And then when it gets horrible, then he puts the measures in place when it's far too late. And then he kind of yo-yos back and forth on taking them away because people complain and putting them back in place because I'm sorry, I'll put it this way: the right complains, so he gets rid of the regulations. The left complains, so he puts them back. The right complains, and he does back and forth like this. And it's like, why don't you just do the right thing for people overall and just safer?
Yeah, but he's just got to pander to the people to get people's votes,
which of course is pissing off his own party because half of that, if you recall, he's pandering to the left. They're like, don't. So now he's finally just screeching the brakes. He's like, you know what? Just get rid of all the regulations altogether. So he's going hard. He's going hard right on it.
Yeah. It'll be a shitstorm, probably.
Oh, I mean, our hospitals are already packed to the gills. Like, I have a friend. Jesus. I have a friend whose daughter can't get her cancer treatments right now because they have too many COVID patients.
Oh my gosh!
Sounds like the perfect time to lift all regulations.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, I have a friend I was talking to just yesterday, and his great uncle just died because he couldn't get in to the hospital. He didn't die of COVID. He died of something else, but he couldn't get into the hospital to get help for that.
Yeah, that's sad.
This can't be real. Oh no, I just took a red card. It's not like it's going to matter. We're way ahead in this tie. But that means Hayne is going to miss the next game of my Champions League. Oh man. It's a big player to be missing. So, yep. Fun things going on in the world.
I don't even know where New Jersey lies in terms of... Well, so the public schools have to wear masks. Employees generally have to wear masks. I don't know if I think it's mandated by the state. But customers don't have to wear masks unless the business says they have to.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to do what they're going to do. If they lift all the regulations, fine. It's on me to keep myself safe, and I'll do my best. What I'm not looking forward to is if I choose to continue to wear a mask even after the regulations are gone, it's a personal choice. But I'm not looking forward to all of the dumb rednecks that are going to make fun of me for doing it.
Yeah.
There's going to be a
That's-
lot of that.
Yeah. It's just it's frustrating. Like, we've been in this now for what, 2 years?
Oh, over.
Over 2 years? And it's like nothing's changed.
Nobody can make a decision on how to actually address it and make it better. It's like not enough people are participating in the safety measures
Yeah.
to make it actually get better. And then, so it's like, what's the point in doing them? Which I guess is the point we're at now. So they're just like, all right, well, let's just not do them. Let's just let more of the morons die. But unfortunately, that means a lot of people who don't want to get affected by it are going to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm one of the few people currently that I know who hasn't got it. Not yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah, it's, my family used to be in that boat as well.
I mean, I should say, didn't get it with symptoms. I mean,
Mhm.
I may have and just not know.
Uh-huh.
That's always possible.
Possible, but unlikely, I'd say.
Yeah, no, they said like even well, with the new strains it's less, but at the very beginning, close to 42%, I think it was when I was reading, but were completely symptom free. The very first wave.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's changed since the other variants. It's lower, but there's a lot of people who get it that never know they had it.
My mom thinks she might have had it.
Yeah.
When it first started.
Yeah. The thing is, it was way more mild when it first started.
Mhm.
But the people it hit that were, sick or immune compromised or whatever, it obviously hit them the hardest still. So,
Mhm.
And it's like that now. And that's the whole thing. It's like everything else in North America, this all comes down to trying to convince people to give a shit about others.
And you'll never be able to do that.
No. Because, I mean, I don't get a vaccination because I'm worried about it killing me. I get a vaccination because I'm worried about it killing my grandparents or my mother.
Uh-huh.
Because they're still alive, Like, I get a vaccination for them, not for me. It's unlikely to hurt me. I have a great immune system. But that's the point, right? Like, I do it for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I said,
Yeah.
it's 5. Like I said, it's just people, like you said, actually. People don't give a shit about others. And it's sad.
The last world pandemic took 10 years to pass. That's right. It did. You're right, Wayne. That has been discussed numerous times.
Excuse me.
10 years for the last pandemic to pass. This one we're about 2.5 years into, and people are already like, ugh, I'm sick of this. Let's just live with it.
Yeah.
Or die with it, as the case may be. Give it more opportunities to mutate and get worse. Smart.
All right, our game is finished when you're done.
I am just done halftime.
Okay.
Still scoring. We're up 5-0 in this match, so 10-0 on aggregate.
Nice.
I know, this is in spite of being a player down in this match. My guys are like, it's just more space on the field. 6-0, Dobson decided to pop in another one from far, far away. See, I bought him as my defensive midfielder, and I was like, he's going to set up a lot of goals, but I think he's going to score a few too. He's got 7 crackers already.
Wow.
All of them from like far range. For a lot of folks, life is a cheap commodity as long as it's not theirs. Exactly. It's disturbingly accurate. Disturbingly. All right, 7-0. I think this is a good time to time waste. Definitely praise my play. Yeah, 12-0 on aggregate we got through this first round. Like that. This team never had... Oh, there's another goal just for good measure. 13-0 on aggregate. This game's 8-0 right now. Oh, shit. Who are these guys? They can't be a very high seeded team in the first 2 rounds. Generally aren't. My little lowly Irish team had quite the gulf in quality You over these guys. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to tell them that was amazing. The game's done.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's fun to watch. Through to the next round. Now we play Kalmar. I think is going to be a slightly tougher challenge, despite their grayed out players, because they always make players that are like up to their level, right?
$118,000. Nice.
What is what?
We gain that for winning in the second round.
So you made your comeback?
Oh yeah, we won 5-0.
5-0 away? That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. We were talking about my game, and I realized I forgot you were down and scrapping to come back, but you didn't just scrap to come back. You obliterated them. That's great. It's what they deserve.
Pretty much. Alright, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to use the restroom really quick.
Okay,
So
I switch the stage. It's because now game in. Kalmar FF. Football Federation? No. What would that stand for? Probably something in a different language. Time to make decisions. Throw it away. That's not a hard decision. I'll play my backups for that. Bam. So Bohannes. What's happened here? This would be my backups.
Hello.
As oft as he needs. Gonna give him the 2 that I have. He ended up playing more than about it, Satana. You're about to be playing more. All these guys that are bitching about playing time, like, don't worry about it. Games are about to be rolling in for you. Because, yeah, we have many games rolling. Nottingham Forest make Onen offer. Not close to my valuation for him. Buy? Yeah. I mean, do they even look to see if he has a release clause? Not probably. Yep, it would cost you 12 million to take Onen from me. Go ahead, pay it. I dare you. I mean, I will miss his contributions. 14 goals and 12 assists so far. That'd be pretty hard to replace.
Mm-hmm.
But 14 million is a lot of money for a team at this level. So I think I would be okay. Okay, so here's where I get to make an adjustment. Now I definitely got to put Griffin in. So silly of me to have not included him. I have to sit out the other person I put in instead. Is this guy? Oh, I can't take anybody out. I can put somebody in, but I can't take anybody out. So I can't include him because he's not homegrown.
Oh, man.
What? Why can't I take somebody out? Maximum of 0 replacements. Okay, never mind. I can add players, but I can't replace any.
I thought you were able to replace.
Nope, it says maximum
One.
of 0 replacements. Add a player. That's it. That if they were homegrown. Oh, this is horrible. So I don't get to use Griffin, and I totally messed up.
You'll be able to, if you make it to the group stage, you should be able to use him.
This guy's trying to so lit. Guess it doesn't take a lot of money to unsettle players at our league level, does it?
I don't think so.
To have the players be like, why aren't you selling me to this bigger team? Luckily, the one thing I've got going for me is that they have release clauses, and that prevents them from bitching about it usually.
Yeah, which is good.
Read to a release clause, so you can't come back to me and tell me that I have to sell you. I do it, especially at the lower levels. These clauses are your best friend. I would rather overpay them a little bit of wages early on to get that trade off. Now they've developed into players that are cheap at their wages.
Yeah.
Like when I signed Melvin Lambert, he only wanted $900 a week. So I gave him $1,300 a week, plus a huge release clause, and he was thrilled to sign that.
Not thinking it's going to bite him in the ass later.
Right, and now he's like that $1,300 a week looks like a bargain for his 22 goals, 5 assists. You know, like, he's developed a tremendous amount since then.
Can I add anybody? I don't think I can add anybody. Oh, okay.
Also, I know where his family lives. I suppose this is Ireland. Kind of have a rather violent mafia.
There we go.
So I am going to be losing a lot of players this next season.
How many? I thought you did your contracts.
Oh, yeah. No, a lot of depth players, like backup players and such. Not important players. Let me get into this. Actually, should have had you time. All right, Chuck is on the bench. Charlie Brown. Yeah, Chuck.
No, I'm worried about my
That's what Lucy calls him.
I'm doing my lineup right now. Sorry, I wasn't.
I mean, I should put him out on the pitch, but then the first thing I picture is he goes to kick the ball, and suddenly this lady runs out and pulls it away from him. Hell.
Right. There we go. Well, I have 6 fullbacks for my 2 positions.
Cool. Nice. So the weird part is the lady is a sport therapist. That's true, isn't it? She's always the therapy lady. Man, she's that whole comic strip's a little odd. Okay, so I definitely have to run to the washroom, although I just half plays. It's an important. So Jacob Good, you are in charge. Make sure we score.
Well, I'll just join your game and you can score. Come on. At least it was saved.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, we scored. All right. Good job, Jacob Good. So I thought about it. I've come to the conclusion, Jacob, that I said earlier, if he's Jacob Good, then you must be Jacob Bad. And you said you can't be Jacob Bad. So what I've decided is that if he's Jacob Good, then you can be Jacob Great.
I like that one.
There we go.
Smart. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because if we're not allowed to go downwards, the only other trajectory is up.
True. Can't go down, you go up.
Good night, Wayne. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out.
Have a good night. It's 3 o'clock.
Trying to say something here.
I don't know what I'm trying to say yet.
Wondering if you should go to sleep.
I am wondering if I should go to sleep.
Probably should. I don't want you to. I would like to be a bad influence, but I understand how important sleep is. And you do have school tomorrow, even if it's later, right?
I don't.
You don't have any school tomorrow.
No, I don't have school tomorrow. I do have to get ready for a wedding this weekend, though.
Well, still, having a restful day would be good.
Yes, because I have homework due on Monday.
Yeah.
But we got it today. Tomorrow I have to get ready for the wedding, as well as Friday, and then the wedding will be Saturday, Sunday. Like, will take place this weekend. I don't know. I have to figure out a time to do my homework, is what I'm saying.
Well, tomorrow seems like a good day.
Yeah, as long as I get mostly ready for the wedding. Yeah, you're right. You just threw it into our team. We got a counterattack.
Got a relative
and
getting
you
hitched,
shoot
do you?
It right up the goal. What?
Got a relative getting hitched, do you?
Matt's relative, actually.
Okay, fun.
Yeah, I don't know the exact relationship between him and the person getting married.
Okay.
I just know that it's on his dad's side of the family.
Yep, I understand. You know two things. It's one of Matt's relatives, and you're gonna catch that bouquet.
Oh my god! I'm gonna go to bed after this game. Hey.
Oh, Eccles with a nice free kick. That was amazing. I thought it was a penalty, so I went and changed my penalty taker, but it was just outside the box. The refs deemed. Still got the goal.
Oh, that was close. Is this another penalty? No, offsides.
Okay, I'm not jumping into your game. Unless
Thank you.
unless you're way ahead. Well,
Fair
3-0.
enough.
Oh no, you're losing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another rotated squad.
no! But I want you to win.
We're gonna finish in second.
I know. Get what you want ultimately. Who are you
Yeah.
losing to? How Bohemians doing? Is that who you're losing to?
I don't know who we lost to, actually.
Oh, Drogheda. Oh, Bohemians lost as well, so you're still in second. It doesn't matter. I think. Shamrock. Nope, you still got it. See? Nothing lost.
Look how tight that race is, though. 2 points separating 4
Yeah.
spots. And then look at the race for 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, they're all close. And then the 2 relegation candidates are pretty much decided.
And so is champion.
I think that the team at the top might very well be decided.
Let's see, what is it? 36 games, so there's 12 more. Which means there's 36 points available.
Yep.
36 and 45 is what, 81? So you can clinch it with 4 more wins.
Yep. True
Could have
story.
been 3 if you didn't tie that game before.
I know I got to draw that. The smear on my perfect season. All right,
Yeah, I think I'm going to call a night here. That way next week we can go back into Europe.
Now, this will be here next Wednesday. I am not here on Friday. I'm in Vancouver.
Okay.
So I don't get to play Football Manager on Friday.
Enjoy Vancouver.
I will. I will.
I hope you have a good time.
I will. So good night to all.
And I'll see you next week. Have a good one.